they need a witness. And I was like, yeah, it was funny. I was expecting most of you to be like, I'll stick around witness. Yeah. And the rest of you were like, oh, sure. I was like,
so one of my favorite pictures from that day is the two of us wearing all black and then them wearing like business casual, and we're just like, yay, just married.
I love how our entire friend group just wore black.
And I'm so proud of everyone.
Like, no coordination on any of that. We just all wore black.
I was in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that would truly take me away. To be removed out of the
and
state.
it's funny because obviously me and Izzy have like a bajillion first dates because as friends of lovers. So obviously the first time we were ever alone together was that we walked in together because we saw each other, and then after she's like, I need a drink, and I was like, I need a drink.
Let's go.
And we went and got a beer and just went home. You know what I mean? That was
cute.
That was the first time we had ever been.
I love friends to date.
We were in a
Yeah.
public place. We always did.
That's my favorite.
Also just like IRL,
It was the
like
first time that it was just
Yeah.
me and her hanging out.
Yeah, Matthew and I, they're gonna be friends now.
And I don't think either of us
If
were
I had a
thinking
nickel
about
for
it. It was more
every
like,
friends to
we
lovers
still have
relationship
parking
I've
on
ever
it.
had, I'd have
Yeah,
to
no, I have
get
another 30
close.
minutes. I didn't know where I was going. I was headed
Which
somewhere.
isn't weird, but it's awesome to have
Work
you
was like, so I was headed off somewhere, and she was just
It's
like,
been the
whatever.
only two
I was like,
relationships
I got
I've
30
had,
minutes on my
so
parking.
fair enough.
Let's go.
And Music and I are still friends. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
Friends to lovers to friends.
Yeah.
I heard that you guys just mainly hung out to like
That's honestly the best
No,
part.
talk
We can
about
still
your
be
past
friends.
relationships and like
She's great.
try and both recover.
Well, yeah, because she had just broken up
I know,
with him, so she wanted to rant about it
Too.
to a straight guy who could be like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, loser?
Yeah.
Fucking
I was like, he was
I
short.
guess just he was short.
Hey man.
He's like, and you can be a short king. I love short kings. Have tons of friends. Like, he was not a short. You know what I mean? He was not a short
Prime
king.
example.
He was
Yeah, he was a king.
Short is just
He was not a short king.
Out of
He was
our
a
friend
dweeb.
group, I think so, yeah. Alright. We all good?
We are all good.
We got
I'm almost down. Take it. Go. Run.
Cool, awesome. Let's get down into business.
Hey yo.
Have you heard of Doom Jazz?
Of what?
Doom Jazz.
Doom Jazz? No, but that
It is
sounds
a vibe.
fascinating.
We should play it while we do this because Doom Jazz is such a fucking vibe for this world.
I can get with that. I can get with
It's
that.
1920s inspired,
It's
but
so
like
good.
it's mysterious though.
It's really good. Do you have ad-free Spotify?
Yeah.
I do. You do? Of course. Oh. Are you cool with
Yeah,
Play some
I'm cool with
Doom
that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I feel like it's really gonna be immersive.
Fine.
Yeah, let's go.
I
So,
can't find the voice where we sat. So I can actually talk this time.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
There we go.
I kinda got it.
You're sure your face love this tracks.
Whoa. This is my favorite playlist.
who can tell me what happened last time?
They're
Take it away,
screaming.
Shaq.
Okay.
You have been designated notes person.
Sure.
Damn!
Okay, from memory, we were in the market tracking Mr. Junin and kind of got all split up. And then this motherfucker pretty much triggered a turf war
Yeah.
between
It's a fun move. I like it.
Bormar and the Tall People clan.
Dask.
Dask.
That's the monster folk.
The monster folk. And so that broke out into a huge fight. Arjunan started running, we started running after him. He steals a sky coach, completely fucking obliterates the driver. Matt decides, I'm hopping on that one. You can't get rid of me.
I'm gonna double jump my way to safety.
Well, Ruby Chase and Donnie all hop into a different one. They are taken as Colt by a very attractive man that another one of their personalities works with.
Mm-hmm.
Trask. Is he a Minotaur man?
He is an orc.
Yes. Oh, well, same thing. It's not.
The horns are on the side of the head or in the mouth. It's the same.
Regardless, you hold on to him, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. Yes, and then
I should be drawn in quarter.
they were put onto another sky coach, found us, dropped down, coming back as Slice. I'll get the names eventually.
Splice.
Yes.
Oh, I love
and
my
then
name.
Okay.
the detective follows Irdunan into the manor that we can assume is the freaky one he woke up in. There is a Warforged butler in there that looks wrong because it's not like the tree kind of branch coating. It's fleshy and muscular and gross, and you can assume he was probably a person at one point and is now Warforged.
the other way around.
The other way around. The other way around. It's something. And then
Warforged slowly becoming human.
Warforged slowly becoming human as Erdunin is slowly becoming less human as his arm is kind of like rusting, and then reveals our missing detectives with their throats replaced with metallic cords. Not because he needed them for any particular healing purpose, but for mood music. For the vibes.
For fun.
Look, you know how you need music to do your chores? That's his music.
That's his
Except his-
podcast.
That's his podcast.
People podcast. Welcome back to the People's Podcast today.
Like, damn. Not even like capturing people to use their skin to fix himself. No. Just for the vibes.
This is like just as bad as when I fell asleep to like listening to like 911 calls, and Matthew came home and there was like a young girl being like, "My mom was burned," and he's like, "Honey," and I was like, "Huh?"
That is such a choice. Like I'll fall asleep to like Welcome to Night Vale sometimes, and that gets a little weird. But 911 calls is a choice.
It is
Yeah.
certainly a choice.
I also really love
Congratulations, you get a success
interrogation.
token. You can choose to keep that or give it away.
I'm gonna remember that it exists today.
Sounds good. Probably a good idea for what I have in store for today.
Interrogation footage and like 911 calls. Because in interrogation footage, you're like, cool. The reason I'm seeing this video is because that's a criminal right there. We know he did it. We caught him. We have the evidence. And this interrogation video is about breaking down, the text and information. 911 calls are just horrifying.
Enough about my damaged psyche. Let's get back to
911 calls are just like, hey, my mom.
Enough about my damaged psyche. Allow me to
help.
refer to you to the damaging things that'll probably alter your psyche.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
For that.
So, we open up zooming onto the freaky ass manor as Robin is currently inside talking with Howard Yerdunin as the other four members of the detectives are currently outside. As peering in through the window, we see Francisco, the flesh forged, for lack of a better terminology for them, putting away Robin's coat into a coat rack area, as returns to the group, returns to Robin and Howard. I almost said Robert, oopsies.
Robert and
Robert.
Robert and Robert.
Robert and
I
Howard.
really kind of want to know the name of the detective holding you at semi-hostage? Is Robin hostage yet, or is he still hostage?
He's okay.
He's just a charm person right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
When that fades, but
No, when that fades,
I
oh
still
boy.
got like
time.
45 minutes?
Yeah, like a
Yeah, you got like 45 minutes left.
Yeah.
45, that's plenty of time for me to,
Yeah. And as you and Howard are talking, Howard is also kind of like undoing part of his like shirt, like where the sleeve goes to where his rusting arm goes. As the three detectives you're supposed to be searching for are in a bird cage, currently singing. And if you'd like, you can roll a performance, like intelligence check, or just a performance check in general. Yeah, sure. I would say anyone who wants to, you can try to roll a performance check to try to understand what is happening to these two, or what is being played.
You're saying performance. Do you mean perception, or do you?
No, I mean performance.
Do you know the arts well enough?
It's an intelligence-based
Yes.
check, and if you
I
have proficiency
fucking
in
do.
performance, you add your proficiency bonus.
Bingo.
There we go.
Why? Expertise.
Because you said not to, and you usually make my dice roll poorly, so I was hoping
Nice.
your bad dice would work for me.
Works with the character.
Alright, I believe you now. I believe you now.
3. So 23, 3,
23.
23,
I'm musically illiterate.
8.
That track.
8. Cool. You rolling or just cool? Awesome.
I got the highest number.
He's working in music.
Ruby played an instrument once in 4th grade.
With that 3, It just kind of sounds like weird music to you. You can't exactly get a good idea on what's happening. Like, you know it's a song, but you're not exactly familiar with what is popular right now.
Yeah.
What did you say you got, Ruby? 8? I think similarly, like you can just kind of hear it coming through the windows and like through some of the cracks because the manor is not well taken care of.
Butler slacking.
Yeah, Butler slacking.
That's
And similarly, you can't exactly get a good grasp on what's going on. You can tell singing is happening. It doesn't sound normal, but beyond that, not really. For the 223s going on in the group,
The bar crawlers.
I was going to say, this makes a lot of sense for the 2 backstories we got going on here between the bartender who has probably heard multiple musicians coming in through the various bars you've worked gigs at, and the experimental artist within the group.
Also Scarlet.
Also Scarlet as a jazz singer. This sounds like they are being forced to sing these notes, but not in the same way that one would expect a bad bard to be off-key or off-pitch. And it doesn't sound like a good bard nailing the notes. This sounds like somebody's voice is being magically altered to hit certain notes.
This feels like a piano with the hammer just hidden.
Unfortunately, I don't know too much about pianos in general and
Like,
how that works.
In a way that they can't necessarily help it.
Mhm.
They're just hitting notes and like that sound is coming out. Versus like they can have some sort of control going on here.
It just sounds like the music is being forced out of their throats.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Above table, it sounds like auto-tune.
Oh.
Ew.
Yeah. Which I think you probably like have heard of this type of experimental like minor illusion type thing before. Your own personal feelings on the matter is another factor. But
I don't enjoy it.
yeah, you know it's not just noise coming out of them. It is using their voices as the instrument and forcing it up and down.
Oh, I hate that.
Terrifying.
That's the fucking worst thing you've ever done.
Cool. Awesome.
I've been friends with you for 7 years. 6 years? 7.
Something like that. It's been a while. So yeah, you guys can kind of hear that coming through the through some of the gaps in the windows. As Robin, you can see this probably the most clearly as Howard actually ends up like kind of loosening up his sleeve a little bit and like rolling it up. As you can see, the skin rusting still, and you can see embedded on parts of his arm seem to be dragon shards.
Well, look what bit him in the ass.
Wow.
Ain't that a damn shame?
Yep. As it seems, the dragon shards start high up the arm and then progressively get lower, and it has not reached his like his hand or wrist or any of that part. Like the lower part of his forearm is still rusting, but once it gets close to the dragon shards, you see the rusting kind of stops, but then it patches back in like right at their neck.
Okay.
This man's just gonna have to be completely covered in these things. Which is why he's experimenting with warboard.
Yeah. It's like
Are they leaving the like main area that we're all looking into?
you're still currently in like the foyer area.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we can all still see out.
You can still see that, yes.
See through the windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to make a note that if they start to go somewhere that like we cannot see them,
Mhm.
I will attempt to enter them.
Understandable.
Robin told us I didn't need no backup yet.
Yeah, sure. I can go wherever I want.
I think he's fine, guys.
You just don't want to go in.
You should really see this done.
For sure.
I'm closer.
This is bad.
I called him over when we were like,
Yeah.
hey, this shit's fucked up.
I'm walking up.
Red alert! Red alert!
hey,
Is this something that we should do later?
Just as Howard turns to you, Robin, and says, as you can see, I've got a bit of a strange rash going on, and need a couple of, we'll call them experimental treatments. Francisco is a Jurasco, so I've been utilizing some of their help on that.
Jurasco?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, hell of a rash, huh?
Yes. Well, thankfully, we've got good clinics here in town, and Francisco has been a very useful home call doctor, we'll say.
When'd you get it?
Started like almost a month ago.
Hmm.
It's admittedly I've kind of lost track of time, but I remember. Well, you know how it is. You try to let loose every once in a while, let all the, drama fade into sort of the byline, and then one day you wake up in some place you don't recognize with a rash you don't have prior.
Yeah. You can't relate, but yeah.
That's
Protection
Let's
kids.
see mine.
it's syphilis. I told you.
We told you it was syphilis!
I told you it was an STI.
Ah, yes. Magic syphilis. Strong enough to rust iron.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to imagine the STDs they have in the D&D world.
God.
Everybody should be a paladin. Immunity diseases.
Start playing with magic. It's like, my ex needs to pay. Now his dick will fall off and then fight him.
Oh no, you've caught dire crabs.
That's a different. That's for someone to make a character later on that's focused around plagues and illnesses. But for right now,
Both the complex paladin who wants every single disease, but they can't because they're.
oath of the plague.
Ah yes, oath of pestilence.
Oath of Nurgle.
I'm looking at you, Nurgle. Grandfather Nurgle.
I just said that.
I know.
I hate you.
Wrong universe. Nurgle is not here. Nurgle has no dominion.
Not yet.
It's
Grandfather.
probably
I'm just gonna look around. Gonna be staring directly at the cage full of, the prior detectives, the people I'm here to look for and here to find. But
Yeah.
so, is this where all the money went?
Well, most of the money was in getting various magic items for trying to get this cured up. But on top of that, well, you're an officer, you know how bribes go. Blackmail.
Of course.
Boromar clan unfortunately caught word that I was bringing folks over to this manor. And, well, blackmail of sorts. And while I'm a noble, it's my wife who's part of the 60 families, and you can't exactly fight Boromar in most conventional ways when they pay off, 3/4 of the cops.
Now that I can relate to. That I understand.
I'm sure you can.
You're outside.
I know. That's why I didn't say it in Ruby's voice. That wasn't Ruby, that was Shaq.
You got the accent back?
They gotta know.
Ish. I should remember well enough.
Yeah.
More than.
Well, Howard, I got some bad news for you. Your wife's caught on to the fact that there's money coming out and not money going in. Where do you think these three came from? Your new
Oh, the band?
sound system.
Oh no, I hired them separately.
Yeah. You hired them separately?
Yeah, Francisco handled all the finances on that.
Oh, sure.
Oh.
Huh. Yeah. Did they all arrive at the same time, or like?
Little girl was very nice. It was straight like.
I ended up finding one of them. The admittedly very gothic, green-haired one up there. Very nice. Met her in the marketplace only a couple days ago. And the last band I had, unfortunately, had to retire. And, she was willing to help. And she got in contact with some of her other bandmates and hired them, and now they play. This little pedestal over here has a selection of songs that they can play from. They're not as experienced in all of them, but they're good bards, so they know what to do.
Are we able to kind of hear what's going on?
With all of your passive perceptions, yeah. I would think the only one who struggles with the passive perception would be Adonis.
Can I?
Which kind of makes sense,
Yeah.
seeing as Adonis does not want to be here right now.
Can I maybe insight to see if I can tell if he's lying? Like
Go
if
ahead.
he genuinely knows about this, or if he's like, you know, like this is clearly his doing.
At least
Go ahead.
2 options, unfortunately. He's either lying
18 plus
or
8,
he's
so
delusional.
26. Stupid.
26.
And then, and I get to add a d4.
Oh,
I think.
yeah.
I lied.
I wonder if he fully believes it, but it means that the more for
I know it's for investigation.
Yeah, that's the
Your
part about
receipt.
lying. When they
Oh,
believe it,
your
it's
receipt.
There's like,
then it's not. It is lying so.
Okay, no, we're good.
yeah, my brother
26.
took care of everything.
It's lying, but they
26.
think it's the truth.
Trying to block out the surrounding world and just focus in on what conversation is happening there. Probably a combination of reading some lips and just picking up every so often.
Mm-hmm.
From the tone in their voice, there is a disconnect. Not in the sense that they are lying. There are straight up untrue things that they just fully believe.
Oh.
Interesting.
So either delusion or...
And one of the biggest tricks of that is saying that Francisco is a Jurasco. Jurasco is another one of the Dragonmark houses. Entirely halflings.
The Warforge? The
Yes.
Warforge Butler's part of the Halfling clan?
That's what Howard's saying.
Oh, that's just factually incorrect then. Oh no.
That's common enough knowledge that you would know that.
Oh,
It-
no.
That's common
It
enough
could
knowledge
be
anyone would
incorrect.
know that.
Now,
Or
we
then.
don't know where the meat part of that soup came from.
It sounds like he's brainwashed.
Mhm.
Sounds like he's modified memory brainwashed.
It absolutely does. Okay, so it's
Towards
not
the
like,
losses.
oh, he did this to detective. He's like,
both can be
no, this happened. I met the harpy.
True.
That's what she was, harpy. Siren?
The green-haired one is the half-elf. The harpy
Oh,
is
okay.
the one that Hannah knows.
Yes.
Yes, Shariza. You got names.
So yeah, okay. So saw the half elf, the one that wasn't even a bard in the first place. In the
To your
market.
knowledge, 2 of them are not bards.
Yeah.
Just based on histories that was provided by Titus. One was a soldier, one was an immigrant, and the third one is the only one who could be a bard, but not the one he talked to.
Nope. Nope.
Ruby, you look stressed. Not good.
Not good. I don't.
Oh boy.
Howard then turns to Francisco. It's just like, by the way, if you would be willing to go tip the cab, he should be just outside and around the corner. Invite him in for tea if you'd like. As just casually talks to Francisco about this, just like, oh yeah, can you pick up the cab driver?
Yeah, the dead cabbie, the cabbie that he killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want their blood and bones and their muscle. It's in you. Duh.
I'm not out.
Yeah, go out and tip the cabbie. How are we like close to the front, or we're like on
I
the
assume you
side?
guys are by the windows
Yeah,
to
yeah.
this manor.
Yeah. I just wanted to
Like
make
you're
sure.
not in the house, but you're
Yeah.
by the windows.
Yes, I just wanted to make sure.
Under the windowsill.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. And Howard goes, while Francisco takes care of that, would you like anything, officer? We can retire to the lounge for a little bit and have a more in-depth
like
discussion.
I think you might be a little bit delusional. I don't think he's fully
Some
aware of
water.
what's going on right
Yeah,
now.
some water would be really nice.
That
and,
does not seem like a man
you have
who's
any,
aware he killed a cabbie.
dry
Or
goods,
detectives.
nuts, fruits,
Or
cured meats if you have
It's
anything
a-
like that.
I can go and ask the chef.
Yeah, let's go to the chef. What do you
Sure,
got?
let's go.
Let's go meet the chef. What do you got?
Yeah. As Howard and Robin go further into the manor, as Francisco starts walking towards the front door. I'm going to need you 4 to roll stealth checks.
This is why I asked where we are.
Where? Just kidding. You do it.
Ah, why are we watching?
Off,
14.
Nice.
Counter.
Um,
How'd you do there? Flash.
Just me.
7,
13.
13. Alright. As Howard and Robin start going further into the manor, Francisco opens up the door. How is everyone trying to hide?
Throws a beer bottle at the ground and screams.
What is around us?
Currently looks to be overgrown grass, some poorly maintained garden. There's admittedly not a lot around, but there are like corners and like little not hidey holes, but like you can go behind corners.
I'm gonna probably hide around a corner and as like unruly of plant life as I can find.
Sure thing.
Just kind of like duck it there.
All right.
Yeah, just hit the deck.
Hit the deck.
Hands, you know.
Indulge me for a little bit, because I know I technically was I considered myself walking up.
Yeah.
Is there a gate and then the front door?
Yes, there is a gate and then the front door.
At that distance?
The distance to the front door is about 20 feet.
Perfect, you're a generous god. Can I be...
It's a nice manor.
Yeah, but some might say 30 or 40, which is more than my movement speed. 20 is a perfect and reasonable amount. Can I be, like, just coming inside the gate, and, like, I know the stealth roll's gonna fail, but my stealth roll is, like, I'm looking like I'm just entering, like I'm a courier. Like, I'm just a normal person. But, like, if the gate's locked, I'm still fiddling with it, so, like, technically I could stealth just by, like, herding around and walking away. Like,
Anyways, I'm a normal person going down the street.
So we got hit the deck, just fiddling with the gate, and then just acting like you're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And then like a deer in the headlights, being like,
What?
You're trying to blend in with like the very shaggy topiaries.
If I don't move, they can't see me.
Cross theme song.
As Francisco opens the door, walks outside, we got the crunk like going on. As Francisco walks past Chase, doesn't even acknowledge the little shrub brush that Ruby went through,
Fantastic.
completely walks by the topiaries,
Yes.
and then goes to the gate, opens it up, and then just says, and then walks down the way.
All of us being so strategic. Man, so good at being stealthy, dude. They didn't even fucking see me. See how good I was? I blended right in. Okay? That's how good I am of a criminal.
We love when 4s are on the dice.
Oh, hell yes. This man said I will receive my command. I will complete my command. That's it.
And sure enough, this very fleshy Warforged is just walking down the street over
So
to
we
another
can get like a
corner.
kind of a better look at him.
He's in the sunlight now, yeah. It's
He's squelching.
Ew. Does he make like wet noises when he moves? Or is it more mechanical?
the worst perception check, please.
Exposed flesh. Oh yeah. There's squelching.
Oh, that's an 18
You're
on the
gonna know.
die.
You're
It's gonna
gonna
be
find
gross.
you finna learn.
I'm not gonna enjoy this at all.
You out?
I've
It's
succeeded at what
That is,
cost?
hold on, because it gets worse than that. +6,
It gets worse than that.
+3, so that's a 27.
A 27 to perceive
You're about to take
the equivalent of microwaved chocolate pudding sounds.
Ooh.
And if you put it into a garbage bag and just as it just walks down the street,
Mac and cheese noises.
mac and cheese noises.
Mac and cheese.
This is not what good pussy sounds like.
I'm imagining the dropout, the first Make Some Noise episode
Yeah.
where they're all just
Yeah.
They're like trying to do
mouth noises and mac and cheese and
mac and cheese.
oh, it's gross.
Yeah.
The only mouth noise I like is when it's ASMR.
No,
And I'm like,
Tragically, this is not ASMR.
this is
in my ear.
the worst ASMR.
So yeah. As the door has been locked behind Francisco, but Francisco has completely missed all of you.
Disregarded.
He's a Warforged. Yeah, I like how you put it. He's a Warforged doing his.
Yep,
You're-
because I have received a task and this is my task. Nothing else matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's an oddly shaped bush.
Those are not my
Gardeners.
business. I'm not a gardener.
I'm the butler. That's the
That's the gardener's problem.
that's the groundskeeper's problem.
Don't look at me. I'm in the bush.
So, what are the four of you doing as Robin is being led in closer into the house out of view?
When the Warforged goes inside, can I just like slip into the door behind them?
I'm going to say acrobatics.
Cartwheel.
Not you, Brisha. Go away.
Because, well, no, I don't even think that would be really fair, as Francisco opened the door, closed it, locked it, and then continued. So you probably wouldn't have had the time to actually go through.
Yeah, he would've seen-
However, if you would like to try to scale to another window or anything like that, we can continue that roll.
Can any of the windows on the bottom floor, like where we are, like open? It's like you have to break them.
Is it locked? I do have these tools.
Front door is locked. The various windows do not have locks.
But they also do not open. They're just
They do not
glass
open.
into
No.
it.
No. However, some of the windows are just straight up, like, busted open a little bit.
I'd like to go in through the window, please.
It's like a tiny space. You'd have to like really fucking squeeze.
Like a cat.
Yeah,
Probably broken glass.
yeah. There's broken glass in there too.
You could use it to get entry.
Yeah, mind you, no one else is in the foyer at this time. If you want to bust the window, that's on you.
That's a loud
How
noise.
loud are the singers?
Yeah. Can they perhaps mask a breaking window? For fun. For just reasons.
It is at a.
Yeah, I don't have silence.
It is present, but not overbearing. I would say since Robin and Howard are going into another room.
Do you want to go jump
Sure.
the butler?
Absolutely, I would.
Hey, Rui, you want to go jump the butler? I mean, he has a key. He's not in the house. He's gonna return to the house. We jump him outside, the four of us. Then we can go get our buddy.
I might be able to stop the butler.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys want to hit on it? I can wait for him.
I'm being perfectly honest. I don't want to touch that.
Okay.
But, you know, if that's our best option, I guess.
I only live once, so might as well.
Chase that. You know what I mean? Sure.
You guys head in. I'll wait for the butler. You're gonna do great. I give you bardic inspiration. It's a d6.
Thank you.
We're heading in.
That sounds like it.
Okay, we're heading in. You go
Alright.
first.
I try the
Right,
door.
Jam.
Locked.
Do your criminal thing. Open it. You know, pick locks and stuff.
Okay. Maybe it's Jack showing his criminal side. Is it the lock on the handle, or is it a handle and a lock above it?
Like a deadbolt.
These guys.
Handle and lock above it. I think is probably the most accurate I can think
Cool.
of.
So, because I don't have thieves tools, so if you want to do thieves tools,
I
just
got
say
thieves
something.
tools.
But what I want to
I-
do, well, I'm not proficient in it. So
Yeah.
what I would like to do is I would like to take my dagger and break the lock. I don't know if that's just a thieves tool check, you can absolutely make it, and I'm not proficient with it, but that's how I'm going
I mean,
to.
Roll an attack.
No, I want to see what happens.
And then you come back and be like,
Natural 20.
go for yourself! Ruby's
yeah, it's a
Every once in a while, as a DM, you have to remember they can roll a nat 20. And
A total of 24.
I know.
total of 24. Cool.
Third nat 20 for Chad.
Not 1 in 14 is fortune. Every single session with this one.
Yeah, that hits the lock. That
So like
does
the lock is
damage.
like kind of that hockey puck thing, and I just take my dagger and I get it in and I
Just
break that
pop her
lock.
off.
I can now see through,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then the handle doesn't have a second lock. There's no deadbolt. It comes undone. Because the deadbolt's the one thing that will keep people out.
Yep.
All of the locks.
I mean, if he came outside and then locked it,
That's
he
true.
probably didn't deadbolt.
You can see through it.
Yeah.
And then you try the handle again, and it's just as you see some runes activate along it.
Okay.
Can I slip my hand in
If you're
there?
giving me enough time, I am moving away.
Push the button.
I figured that was going to be a dex check, but if you say that, I am immediately ducking and rolling out of the way.
Roll an Arcana check.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm gonna stick my hand in there
Because
time.
you may know what that is.
Hold the shit.
7? I'm gonna say it's relatively common knowledge within
It's a lock.
Eberron itself. It's arcane lock. More than likely done by House Kundarik, another one of the Dragonmark houses.
Okay.
Their whole shit is protecting buildings.
I'm
and
walking
locks.
everywhere.
Yeah. Mind you, you have fucked up the lock.
Yeah.
You can see straight through it, and if anyone wants to try to break the door down or do another lockpick check, it's a lower DC now, because suddenly there's not a lock.
Yeah, let's
I
just
broke
try to
the
pick
physical
lock.
I have broken the physical lock.
Yeah.
What would that be? Sleight of hand?
That's specifically a thieves tool check.
What do I add to that?
Dex plus proficiency you have with your thieves tools, whether you're expert in it or just proficient.
So that's
As a rogue, I think you just start with proficiency with it.
Yeah. So that's number of math.
That is a math number. That is correct.
That is
13.
13.
I got there eventually.
I can only
DC
try.
was originally 25, knocked it down to 10.
Woo!
Oh.
As sure enough, it's like you have probably had to break into a couple places
Oh, yeah.
because people do not want to get in there.
No.
Whether it's
I
been
get permits.
yeah, exactly. Whether it's sabotaged or not is another factor, but you've probably dealt with Kundaric arcane locks before. Consequently, pew, as even the handle just falls off at this point.
I throw it into the tall grass. I'm like, I'm not leaving this here.
Fair. As door's unlocked. You give it a
Well, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the handle of the lock I broke, and if everyone goes in, I'm gonna try to put it back just enough that the Warforged breaks it.
Hell yeah. Hell
Yes.
You should have I should have
shit.
took mending. I can't get mending.
do the other two members go inside the house?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
heading
I know
inside. I'm gonna wait for it to ambush him, basically.
Okay.
Okay, so are you
So you're
waiting
waiting by the
behind the
front
door?
I'm inside the house, waiting
Okay.
to ambush when he comes second.
Copy. In
I'm not.
that case,
I'm going inside.
everyone goes in,
we're all
and then
inside.
you
Yeah.
fiddle with the lock. Deception
Thank
check.
you. I
don't have another skill for it. Deception
I think you
check.
could say Dex or a Dex
performance.
deception.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Deception.
Deception.
It's
Dick Scray.
So 2, and then I am.
Evil as clear as the dick on
Natural 19 plus 4, and then I'm expertise another 2.
Dawn,
Cool.
it's time to shine.
Bucket.
Good enough. Yeah. As
John's
everyone
right.
goes in, and
I know.
how would you explain how you would know how to do this?
The
Or is this just pure blind
It's
luck?
no, it's a broken lock, and I'm just putting it back. But
Yeah.
the key won't do anything. The thing's broken. The handle is apparently broken, but it's just gonna be there. So the touches move and it falls down.
So most.
Just
But it's just jammed back into the lock.
I mean, but
Just
how most handles work
perfectly
is it's
placed.
the 2 pins, you just put them back in, so cool, you slide them back in. But there's no screws now, so you just
Yeah.
take it and it just the whole thing just falls off.
Yeah.
As soon as you try to touch this, it is precariously placed, just like
Yeah. But because with a Warforged, so if you ever see Tommy Boy, he touches the lock and it's, what did you do?
It all falls apart.
Yeah.
yeah. As everyone now makes it inside, and we will pivot back to Robin as you are being led into the dining area connected to a sort of open concept kitchen. As you see,
I'm scared. Someone called the police. I am the police. I am the police.
that's the sound of the police.
I'm scared.
You see within this dining hall area, just dusty. It seems very poorly maintained. And then you see in this sort of open area, almost like a hibachi grill sort of thing, where it's an open concept where the chef is. It's another fleshy warforged.
Yay!
But instead of hands, they have a butcher cleaver on one hand and a sharpening stick on the other, just sharpening stuff.
That's fine.
Yeah, they gets a lot of use out of that. All these guests to cook for. Wow.
Oh.
Dusty. Holmes
That's
just
his
sharpening the knife all day. Surprised he still has a knife.
The knife seems to be the most well-maintained part of this entire fucking dining room at this
Yeah, that
point.
makes sense.
As Howard comes in and just goes, yes, Beatrice. I was hoping that you could tell me, do we have any good ingredients here today? To which Beatrice looks up at Howard. Allow me to check within the pantry, my lord. Just waddles into like the little like kitchenette area where there's like some extra pantries and like essentially cooling boxes.
He doesn't see what's really here.
You know.
No, my man's delusional. I'm in danger. My man's crazy.
And while Beatrice is like looking through cabinets and things, Howard goes just like, it's so good that we got a personal Galanda in the house. Just best steaks.
I don't think homeboy knows anything.
Yeah. Clearly, I can really tell the love and craftsmanship. You can really feel it in the house.
Oh, thank you so much.
But a lively kitchen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Ah, yes. I think the Galandas also use like unseen servants sometimes, so it, cancels down on like some of the important things.
Yeah. Can one of those unseen servants give me a glass of water?
Sure. Beatrice, would you mind getting some glasses of water for us? Just like, sure thing, boss.
Using the unseen servant, I'd really like to see the novelty of,
As Beatrice sort of like shifts a bit, as you see the muscle
Oh dear.
come out from around the sharpening stick and turn into this like, basically a hand.
Oh, that's
Just-
okay.
A flayed hand.
Oh boy. Ah!
Just fucking weirdly like
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
just-
it?
crawls
it's
around.
Thing.
Yeah, it's very thing.
It just like. It just popped out. It just. It
It's
just
a very
popped out.
it's
It
like
burned.
it's a very seen servant.
Did it
It's a
burn
very
the
scene
hand?
It's very
servant.
unfortunately seen.
I can, in fact, look at
Did
it.
it just burn the hand?
It birthed the hand.
Oh no!
For lack of a better word, it birthed the hand.
Don't have your wrist burn the hand. Don't bring that. That thing's gonna burn
As the little hand simultaneously sprouts two smaller hands.
No! Not on the thingy.
Osmosis Jones?
It's gonna walk
The
like
worst enemies from Elden Ring just grabs like a little cup of water and like
Oh.
goes over to like a little faucet area and then just like
I need to know if this
It's
man
dirty
is like
brown water.
delusional and they're like making these things do this for his delusions so he sees what he's imagining. Or if these people were like, this person had unseen servant and is now just fucking weird.
Have you ever seen Angels in America?
Yes.
This is that's how I imagine this guy thinks the world works, you know?
with gay people? With gay prophets?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm a prophet! Prophet!
I prophesize!
So.
As
So,
the very seen servant
Very
crawls over with like a little glass of like
Baseball.
spring water.
Dirty brown water.
It's it looks clean.
Oh, okay.
Whether or not you trust it is another factor.
Yeah.
As just like I never get tired of the little antics that some of these spells can do.
I don't know. That didn't tell me if he knows. That didn't tell me if
This
he
man
knows.
is delusional.
Oh, that didn't
What
tell
was
me.
it? Delulu? Is it the Salulu?
Yeah, reach down, take the cup.
Can I vote you?
Thank you.
Of course.
Do it. Do it.
As the same like little creature comes over with like another glass for Howard.
It bleeds a little in your cup.
Oh God.
I can see where the rash came from. His pipe's so rusty to handle.
Yes, rust is contagious.
Hey, it's Eberron. I can't rule that out.
As Howard also takes the glass, goes to take a sip of it, and like just straight up starts downing it.
Mm-hmm.
Man's not had water in days.
Potentially, who knows? I don't know. Your passive perception is a 17, correct?
My past perception is a 19.
19. Yeah, you see this. As he like takes a drink of his water, you can see as he opens his mouth, his tongue is pure silver.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
As he just downs the glass and goes, and then he completely disregards the very seen servant, and then places the glass like on the little sill that leads into like the actual kitchen area. Thank you very much, Beatrice. Is there anything else I can get started for you?
How do you as your wife not notice that your husband's tongue is silver?
Well, Shaq, when couples get older, and especially in when you've been with someone for so
Yeah.
long, apparently,
Yeah.
and they happen to have a
Yeah.
natural rash disease that makes them clearly lost their
Okay.
fucking mind, you don't tend to interact with your husband very much because he's clearly Quasimodoing across the crypts, and he's captured people. He's a criminal.
Aren't we all?
I don't think he's. I,
He's a victim. He's a lunatic. He's
He's a danger to people and himself.
according to him, he woke up with this after a full night crash out bender. He's a criminal. He is not a victim.
If he knows he killed the cab driver.
I don't think he. At this point, I don't think he does.
No, my man's
I'm just
living in
saying,
a
is he
position.
not aware?
He's a resident of Delulu.
He told the fucking butler to go tip the man.
He's a resident of Delulu land. He knows. He melted his face.
I don't think he knows it.
I think the house makes
Then that's
his
unfortunate.
delusions worse.
What do you think?
Or do you think
there's mold
it's the fucking shards implanted into his shoulder?
Well, he wasn't this fucking wild outside.
He's got mold in the walls. Do you think the mold in the
I think
house
he is. I think he was in fact that wild outside. He killed a cab driver in front of a cop.
I don't think he knew he killed him then.
I
That's something.
was under the impression he did know he killed him, and now I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I wonder if he thinks he's fine and he's just getting it done. You
I'm
know?
just-
He thinks he's in a dream.
I'm just taking it all in. I'm sitting here holding this cup of water that I do not trust in any way, shape, or form.
It
I'm just
looks
like,
clean.
I'm sure.
You're in the rich district. How bad can the pipes be?
I'm sure it does.
There is absolutely
You just said
nothing
it yourself.
that
The walls
makes-
have mold. Psycho mold.
Pure ayahuasca. Is that
Rob is
mushroom
just gonna stretch, just like
in its own?
hat off and just like scratching the head, just like.
Is everything all right, officer?
Yeah. I'm just thinking of how we're gonna get you out of this, bud. How we're gonna help you.
I know, having to deal with Boromar is terrible, and
Oh yeah.
I understand that my wife does have, every reason to be worried. Money's not coming in, and, I can't let the Boromar see that I'm bringing people into a different house.
Yeah.
I have to hire personal staff for this place. And it can't look like I'm having a second life, essentially, but Francisco's been a big help in this. This is technically something that they got through a will.
That Francisco got.
Yes.
So this is Francisco's house.
I believe so, yes. It was Francisco's, father-in-law.
Yeah.
This man's a butler in his own home?
I'm
Did you even hear that?
Howard. I'm a terrible judge of sizing people up and character. How tall is Francisco?
2.5 feet tall?
Yeah. Yeah, he seems a little.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, about 2.5 feet. That
For
tracks.
some, I just had a stroke. I was like, 2.5. I could have sworn.
Not wrong.
Yeah,
You could just punt him if he was.
Yeah,
He's
like
tiny
baby
little
girls.
robot, you just kick him.
This is Robin poking at. Okay. How? What is this man thing? It's like. Yeah, he seems a little on the taller side. I didn't know 2.5. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Maybe tall for halflings, but I don't
Yeah.
fully know what their
Definitely taller for
averages.
Oh yeah, he's definitely bigger than most halflings. And Beatrice, where'd you find this?
Oh, Beatrice showed up after a while.
Yeah.
Francisco made a couple of
Just
calls.
showed up.
I mean, Jarasco and Galanda have had business deals, so it's not out of the way for the House of Healing and the House of Hospitality to kind of know each other, so I imagine they were friends. And, of course, Francisco can't technically own the property because Dragonmark heirs aren't allowed to technically own property. They have to take everything under certain circumstances and certain registrations, and I'll fully admit I don't fully understand the Dragonmark houses that well.
That's fine. That's fine.
He's on property.
That's Let's get down to brass tacks, Howard. How
That's
do
news to me.
you aim to treat yourself? What's your plan going on so far?
Currently, Francisco has been a great help. The general idea is that I need to place dragon shards into my body, and then eventually it'll like heal itself. I think there's this. I want to call it a talenta, like medicine practice, like acupuncture they call it, something like that. And it's supposed to help deal with some different impurities within the body.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to know what this man thinks this ranch looks like.
Oh my god, I didn't think
Good
of that.
question. What do you think the dragon shark's doing? Well, actually.
So you take a dragon shot and you stick it in your arm.
Yes,
right?
there needs to be a small incision because these are dragon shards. You kind of have to like carve them out like delicately in order to get them into needle shapes.
Into needle shapes. Yeah.
Yes.
So acupuncture is very small, like taking like a sewing needle.
Yeah. No.
Like these are chunks.
Do your voice much lower?
This man thinks he's like putting like acupuncture needle-sized dragon shards in his arm, and not like embedding chunks.
Of fucking gravel at smallest. Eyes are just gonna like do that quick.
They're sizable. They're like the size of a fucking penny.
Yeah, they're gravel chunks instead of like acupuncture needles. He's just shoving rocks in his arm, and after hearing that, Robin's just gonna like down at the arm, up at the face, down at the arms, like.
You can roll an insight if you like.
Sure.
Does he believe his own?
Just that.
According to the insight check I did, he absolutely believes everything he's saying.
Some
Does
devil's
Robin
going
go
on?
Exactly.
18 insight.
He's telling it to you straight face. You know when people are lying to you.
Yeah.
You've interrogated people before.
Yeah.
And
He fully believes everything he's saying.
yeah, like, and even under the charm effect that's still kind of going on, this is a friendly acquaintance. He'd have no reason to lie to you.
Yeah.
At least, not something so easily disproven.
Yeah, it is a weird.
It's like it's one thing to lie, it's another thing to straight face lie about like that's a cat pointing at like a pit bull or something like that. It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, no, this is like, you believe that. You think that's
Oh yeah, that's a cat. Meanwhile, it's a like 6-legged polar bear in somebody's living room.
It's a displacer beast, and you're like, no, kitty.
Not even technically really.
Not even at that point. Even cats and displacer beasts have some level of like similarities to it. This is just full-blown disconnect.
Holds up a box of cereal and says this is an apple, and it's like, you're so far off the mark.
Brother, that's not even Apple Jacks.
Brother,
My
what are
brother-
you doing? So he is
My
like,
brother in Palos.
he is so far Delulu. Like, okay. Well, here's the shitty part. Robin solved the case. So that's all I really
Done, we
need.
can go home.
Like, I solved the
After
case.
detectives.
I solved the case. I even hit the side quest.
Yeah, he's
Robin
not
now
cheating.
knows where that money's going, where he's, what he's doing with it, and I found the detective. So Robin's now weighing the options of, why am I still here? I could just.
You're bound by a
leave.
sense of justice and duty.
I'm bound by curiosity.
Darn.
Because
Robert's not on her.
You were also hired to save the detectives.
was I? This is a
Yeah.
side quest,
Speaking
really.
of saving
No.
That was the main
The
thing.
side quest was
Bringing those
finding
three
out if he
detectives
was
back?
cheating.
Yeah.
Like, damn it.
Those 3 detectives coming back is our main quest.
Yeah, we were not hired to find out where they are. We were hired to
Their
bring
quest
them
is to
back.
figure out what Howard is doing. We figured if we figure out what Howard is doing, it will lead us to them. We were correct.
Well, now we're at the phase where we know where they are. We can call the cops.
You are the
You
boss!
are the cops!
A cop.
That's what I
Get
am.
on your fancy little radio and call your
Contact your non-existent professors from detective school.
I have
Because only
to.
one of us went.
Now it's a matter of, can I get out? Can I get
I am
someplace
a
I can
read
Backup, like
Detecting.
I mean SWAT.
Got a mark to prove it.
Education.
My guy, you are a level 3 cop in Shard. I am so sorry.
They're going to call you.
You are the detective. What are you gonna call the grunts? Calling the cavalry just to use as a shield.
I am so sorry, Chief. You're the hero.
Oh, no, this can't be. No, I didn't account for
You
that.
can call the chief, and the chief will say, "All right, good job. Let me know when you're done."
That's still Robin's plan, though. Robin's like, I know where these victims are. I also solved the side quest of what is he doing. I'm gonna call backup, and then I'm gonna get a very disappointing phone call from the chief and be like, "Who the fuck do you think you are?" Be like, ah!
Please.
You do have backup on the way.
Oh yeah, the 3 charlatans and fucking Batman.
No. One charlatan, one entertainer, one criminal.
Oh.
And Batman.
And Batman. that one is accurate. And Batman.
No, not Batman. You're fucking Rorschach. That's what you are. No power having ass, but you still get in there and beat the shit out of people.
That's fair.
Where's the
Batman.
little girl? Who are you?
Batman's probably closer to level 16 at this point in his career. You're still very low.
The difference is Batman has gadgets.
You're Bluebird.
You're just a dude. That's the difference between Rorschach and Batman. Batman has tech. You're just a guy.
You're a clown killer.
reason
You're not even a mainline character.
You're doing a great job.
My brother, you don't even show up in Wayne Family Adventures.
It's one of those moments
And
where
they are pulling from the bottom of the
look
barrel.
over.
You have these things.
You're a good friend. Like, don't say that.
I'm
What
pretty
does
sure you
that
took some
mean?
psychic damage somewhere.
I didn't mean to cast vicious mockery.
No, I did. I threw it all out there.
Damn.
So,
I'll take that.
As Robin is currently grappling with sanity and what the fuck is the next plan?
what am I doing in this house of hell?
What are the rest of you doing? As you are now inside the building, handle has been replaced into the door.
I think I'm probably gonna go. I assume Robin's got a decent enough handle on Howard.
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna probably go up to the detectives.
Save the victims.
Yeah,
That's
see
what I'm
if
gonna do.
I'm gonna try and
it's
get around.
possible to release them, if they're even sentient at this point, if they're aware of what's going on.
Sure. Are you particularly trying to remain undetected as you make your way up to the cage?
Undetective.
It is currently suspended, only about 5 feet off the ground, just above that little landing on a staircase, and then it just splits off into the other 2.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's another 5 to 8 feet off the ground from there.
Okay.
So still very prominent in the main foyer, but not completely out of reach.
Okay.
You just are not going to be able to get there easily,
Yeah. Grab one of the bars, pull myself up.
essentially.
I could probably pull up.
Are you trying to drop the birdcage or open it? If you want to drop it, let me go find a blanket or something to
Yeah.
muffle it.
I
Unless
don't.
You can get it open.
I would say we try to get it open first,
Alright.
because I think I'm more just checking on the state of them right now, seeing if they're aware, if they're sentient, or if they've been essentially just plugged in.
Because they could be having, they're singing, but they're
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
they're like, da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da.
Are they I think I'm just gonna kind of walk up and see if they're sentient still, if they're still people, or if they're just
Yeah.
little mechanic, mechanical.
Did he gut these motherfuckers and turn them into the
Are these
reverse
me-
Five Nights at Freddy's? Is that what your question is right now?
Yeah.
Fair.
Are there is there an endoskeleton in this
There's
motherfucker?
that juice inside the gushers.
Right inside the gusher.
Dudas Grusher got
We
crunched.
talking skills, we talking crushing.
So you're going over to inspect the cage.
I'm gonna provide help action.
Sure thing.
I had to learn that.
Help action there. And what are Splice and Dawn doing?
They went to the kitchen, so I'm assuming that's at least a door. Maybe go to a dining room and a kitchen. Is there stairs that we can see in this main floor yet?
It is a large staircase that leads to a landing with two like smaller staircases leading off to either side
A classic.
into like the classic manor style with the bird cage hanging like a good 8 feet off of that top landing.
Yeah, I'd be kind of keeping an eye out. Maybe you're already given the help action, but now that you're given the help action, maybe I would be like looking out to see when.
Oh yeah, let me know when you.
I haven't got it. My character hasn't got his name yet, so
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
When he comes back, but I'm now just keeping an eye out, I guess.
Sure.
Let me know if he comes back.
Yeah.
All right, and Splice.
I'm trying to,
You see your old friend up there.
yeah, I'm gonna try and get my old friend out of this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So you three are going to go up the stairs over to the birdcage, as you are going to keep a lookout for when Francisco comes back. The weird flesh forged. Roll me a perception check as you are actively trying to search out for this.
Flesh forge.
As the other three go up to the birdcage, how are you trying to get up to the birdcage at this point? Because there's a staircase, and then there's like 8 feet before the bottom of the actual cage itself.
I thought it was 5.
5 to 8. Eh.
Do we get a boost? Is that the deal?
Because
Yeah.
5 feet I can like grab onto the bars and pull myself
That's
up. 8
fair.
feet I'm gonna need to stand on somebody's shoulders.
We'll go 6 feet. We'll go 6 feet.
Alright. I'm gonna-
classic Lego thing. I'm just like, alright, here we go.
Grab on the bars and pull myself
Step ladder
up.
maneuver.
Yep.
Yeah. As you peer into the cage, as these detectives look haggard. Very. Yeah, they look like they're about to retire. Very. Roll a medicine check.
Can I also?
Yeah. Anyone who's looking into the bars can roll a medicine check.
My perception is 14.
14. Good to know.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Sorry, 19.
19. Okay.
I don't.
17.
Okay, 17. With a 17 and a 19, you two can tell dehydrated, starving. They look like they're not long for this world. As you look in and like, are you trying? Like, I don't think you even try to get their attention. Just you grabbing onto the bars, the detectives look down in your direction and just. They actually try to go over and try to like interact with you and just touch, just try to get some form of contact as they are still sitting. Like, the mouths are moving, but there's fear in the eyes and there's desperation trying to get at your hand.
Okay, if I can get up there and I'm like fully like holding onto the bars, I'm gonna stick one of my hands through so that they can like it's cool up here.
Yeah. I forget, where is your dragon mark? On your face, on your arms, where did we say that was?
I don't think we decided, but I feel like right here is probably like a
Okay, cool.
good spot.
Cool, good to know.
For no reason at all.
That's not suspicious. What? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Ruby is not feeling too comfortable right now, considering his two flesh forged are both to him allegedly dragon marks. I don't feel safe right now.
I ain't too worried about it.
Oh, I'm sure you're not.
I'm feeling pretty good.
As you taking the arm, they just grab hold and just like almost like reassuring, just making contact and like shaking, and you can see tears coming out of their eyes. At this point. And I believe it would be Detective Callum first, the dark-skinned human with a lot of scars on him, would like essentially go over to basically part of the cage, like very shakily go up and then just like grab onto like one of the bars and then just actively point at the lock.
Okay.
You would essentially have to get up a little higher and like actually try to maneuver around in order to unplug it from here, or try to find a way to lower it.
Jeez.
Yeah, what'd you want?
Find a way to lower this. I'm gonna fuck with the lock.
Okay.
Cool. You're gonna
I'm gonna see.
Guys, who was the step stool?
I was a step stool.
You're gonna need to roll athletics in order to climb up to that thing.
Okay.
Because it's still suspended.
Because I'm the what's the
Yeah.
what's the person on the bottom of the cheerleader?
You're load bearing.
I have no idea. The person usually carrying the cheerleader, they have a name, I don't remember the name.
I'm not
I
sure.
unfortunately don't know the name.
How tall is Chase?
5'11".
Okay.
I say you're,
That's good.
you're
So like I
human.
could try to like pull myself up to like stand on the base if I'm.
Yeah, I'd say athletics with advantage.
Okay.
And Splice, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to help in any way I can to get my friend out of this
Okay.
fucking thing. So
Okay.
trying to figure out how to bring it down, how to break the lock. I don't know.
Question for you. Would Shariza know Splice or only Hannah? Or did you have another persona back in the day?
No. I feel like Shariza was her closest friend in the thing, and before they split, I think she showed her the other versions of herself.
Mm-hmm.
So that way it's like, hey, if like you're around town and like you see me around, like,
Yeah.
don't be
You're
afraid to say
seeing
hi.
me around.
Yeah, if you
Right.
see any versions of me around, don't feel free to say hi and stop by and just that kind of thing.
Sure. I think Shariza was first just like, oh shit, someone's here to fucking save me.
Yeah.
And then surveys the room and sees Splice just buckles. And then just kind of crawls over and tries to reach out of the cage.
Oh yeah, he absolutely grabs her hand and is like, I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Still singing.
I know,
And this
I
is
know.
not, you know her well enough, this is not her usual singing voice.
I'm gonna get you out of here. It's okay.
Alright.
12.
12? Okay. It's shaky at best,
You do
but
have inspiration still from Chase. That's a
And did
D6.
you roll advantage?
Yeah, I rolled an 11 and a 7.
Did you roll a party? You can keep going, guys. It's 10 minutes.
I believe once you use it, it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
50.
Yep, yeah. 15.
I'd rather
Cool.
use it.
Cool. Alright. 15, you're able to grip hold, get some stable footing, just putting your feet between the bars, and then just shimmying over to the lock, to the point that you are essentially above the staircase at this point. As you are now at the lock. Are you going to try to open it, or fiddle with it with lockpick tools? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. Sure thing. At that point, we are going to pivot a little bit. I'm going to need you to roll lockpicking. But we're going to pivot over to Adonis. As you can see, coming back is Francisco. You don't know the name, but
Yeah, the
butler.
Fleshforge.
The Fleshforge comes over carrying, firemen carrying, this bag.
Oh, no, I understood. I knew what was going to happen. Just to let you know, I am taking off Howard's watch.
Ooh!
I'm going to take it off, just so you know I'm no longer wearing it.
Probably good.
Fair enough. Nice shoes, though.
Yeah, I'm a long nigga.
Yeah.
My fancy.
Um,
And as he's getting closer, I already did that to the lock, so I was about to go out and meet him. Because of course they're all doing this above me.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was gonna distract him, but I can't go out what I did with the lock. So I'll just stay there.
Sure thing. Alright. Do you say anything?
Yeah, okay. Guys, coming back.
Oh shit.
I
Right, yeah.
Figure out how to lower it.
Okay.
I know.
Because you did see that little pedestal with the crystal on it with the various runes and basically text on it earlier when he was selecting a song for the band to play. Because you did see that at the end of last session.
Can I look around? Is there some sort of device handy
Like a pulley.
to lower this thing? Is there something where I'm thinking how would they lower it? Or is it something that it could be?
You don't see a chain from the ceiling.
It was
Oh,
built
it's
to
magically
not lower.
floating?
It's magically floating,
Oh,
yes.
great.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the chain. I was like, I can get up there, but that's it. I can get where they are easily, but then
He's almost here.
Okay. Don't worry. We can take him.
Walks up to the door. Goes to reach for the handle.
And like, as that happens, maybe like I would open the door and like slip outside to meet him and be like, "Oh my heavens, do you live here?"
I don't know what roll other than deception disadvantage.
I have an idea if
With this,
Okay, well, because if he was using that podium thing to control it, it might be the way to lower it from there.
Yeah.
So 8, 9, 10. 10.
Okay, as the handle drops, like you see Francisco just like try to mess with the door a little bit. As you open it, just like, "Hi, do you live here?"
Yeah, like I'm looking for Howard. I think he might have dropped this at the bazaar today.
I need you to roll me a strength or acrobatics check. Athletics or acrobatics.
Oh shit.
Acrobatics. 6.
Are you so moved by
I rolled a
my
2.
thing and you get bardic inspiration?
No, because you did not give me bardic inspiration before I rolled that die.
No, that's true.
I do have luck, but I'm not
I
gonna
didn't
do
get
it.
it.
6.
As Francisco essentially goes, "I believe Howard is inside. Why don't you go meet him?" Pushes you inside.
Oh shit.
As you are pushed back like 10 feet. Like this is a
Sheesh.
strong shove.
Oof.
As Francisco walks inside, closes the door, drops the bag in front to try to block the door, and then just the jaw distends as essentially this like wire mesh goes in front of where the jaw is.
Oh, I love FNAF.
And for all of us at home, feedback basically comes out as this high-pitched shriek radiates throughout the house.
No, thank you.
Robin, you are still grappling with like, this is a fucking hell house. What the hell?
Why?
And then
Have fun, future Christian.
I'm so sorry, future Christian. As Howard almost immediately
We'll sneak up.
changes a little bit and just like straightens up.
Oh, Howard, no.
Oh, Howard.
Howard Noble up right next to you,
Howard.
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 How would know?
Howard, don't do it.
How would don't know? How would you better than that? How?
Precisely what the fuck was that? Oh, Howard.
Officer. I do believe you tried to charm me earlier.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh, Howard.
I didn't try. I
Set down the cup of water on the like the near surface. We were such good friends.
Under false pretenses, I believe. Now, I don't know if the Boromar booked you, but I'm sure someone could talk about that. As
No, your wife booked me.
I told you that.
as Howard goes, now I don't know what's going on out there, but that's usually a bad thing.
Your dice.
Probably a good idea for you to stay for a while.
Oh, sure.
In the cage house.
So, please, if you would, take a seat. As he's going to try to,
That's his
Thank
left
you.
hand. That's his left hand.
as he is going to try to, like, essentially touch you with, like, the, and, like, try to shove you down. However,
The other one.
this is just the normal hand that he's trying to shove with.
Okay.
However, this is a hell house with hell things in it. Fuck that. You get out of the way before he's able to touch you on that one.
Oh, absolutely. I've been on edge since the second I walked in. It's all
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not gonna let a motherfucker just touch you when he's got whatever the fuck happening and the man's delulu. As I'm going to need an initiative check.
No.
Tragic.
I assume from all of us, not just Robin.
At this point, I would like to pause it to the group. Do we want to do this your team, my team, or do we want to do this as individual orders?
I think teams.
I always liked the our side here.
Yeah.
The
I think
our
that's
side, your
great.
side thing.
Cool.
It allows us to coordinate a lot better.
Elect somebody from your team to roll the dice.
I got
Not
a
it.
3. I got a 3 on initiative.
I got a +3 also.
I don't know.
I'll roll.
Oh, Chad.
12.
12. Cool.
Oh, Chadley.
Upper crust.
As that feedback was happening, what did you roll on lockpick? Because you were starting the
Yes.
process.
You want that as a dex saving throw or just base dexterity?
It's Dex plus Thieves' Tool proficiency.
Okay, so I have a 15, I believe.
Cool. Yeah, as you start working away on the lock, suddenly that shrieking happens, but you do manage to at least hear as you do unlatch something.
Okay.
It's happening. It's happening.
You do see those runes from earlier, though.
Okay.
Shit, it's a double lock. It's a double lock.
Yeah.
It's a magic lock and a physical lock.
Yep. So, with a 12,
It's a ghost and a bitch. It's a magic clock.
we shall go into initiative order, starting with Francisco and Howard.
Oh my gosh.
I believe the easiest thing at this point will be Francisco goes to try to go up to you and then push you to the side.
Okay.
So roll me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Homie is just a flat almond, just fucking.
No, it's just me now.
17.
17. As Francisco comes charging up to you, you see these muscles bunch up like springs as he goes to like push you away as you just like, this happened the first time. Fuck that.
Sidestep.
Did you do athletics or acrobatics? Acrobatics. Just, do you matrix dodge? Like, how are you getting out of the way of this shove?
Yeah, if you'd be so
Terrible.
kind, could I draw my rapier as I do?
I'm fine with that little bit of flavor as, yeah, you're on edge, shit just happened, just fuck this.
Well, it's like he just shoved me, and I feel like I like went down to my butt. So like I know hopefully I won't use half my movement, but like I'm getting up, and I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like how rude. Fair. Like Kate.
I
So
love the
cool.
personality, the sass.
Yeah.
As Francisco essentially tries to flank you onto one side, and then lines up his palm in order to try to like push you to the side, you dodge out of the way, as the hand springs forward another 5 feet. Like with these like meat tendrils
God, she
essentially.
has reach.
Yes, to try to like shove you to the side.
Okay.
Gross.
As that as he tries to make that shove, fails, and then tries to make a beeline to the pedestal.
I'll take that opportunity attack.
Yeah.
And you should.
I rolled a 3. 7.
Can you get that now?
7. I'm not a martial class, so.
Yeah, that's fine. 7 does not work as you try to retaliate with your rapier, and just misses barely as Francisco didn't stop in order to try to like shove you, just tried to do a flyby essentially, and goes over to the little pedestal with the crystalline runes on it.
Yeah.
And then we go over to Howard's turn.
Oh, Howard.
As you are now very much on guard.
I would hope so.
Oh,
But Howard goes just like, I'm going to need you to take a step back, detective, as I need you to roll me a Charisma 14 saving throw.
Of course. Dirty 20. No, 22.
22, nice. As you see the dragon shards on Howard's arm start to glow, as the rust on his arm starts to reach back up his skin,
Counterproductive.
as through some like whatever code phrase, just like, what's wrong, detective? Feeling a little rusty? as you feel like this presence try to grip around you and try to like lock up your joints, essentially.
They're just trying to gorilla grip you, dude.
He's gorilla gripping!
Trying to get that Samsung.
But you are quick enough and on guard enough and just, frankly, kind of spooked enough that it's just kind of like, fuck that. Hey, jeez. As, that was his turn, as he is going to try to outmaneuver you to see what is going on in the main hallway.
Okay.
He is not disengaging, so if you would like to try to make an opportunity attack, go ahead.
Okay, but we are still essentially, like, he's going towards, like, the doorway, or he's going into the main area?
He's going towards the doorway that goes into the main foyer.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take an opportunity attack.
Sure.
Just slap him on the way out.
I don't have my knife equipped, and I can't Eldritch Blast him as a opportunity attack, so I guess it'd be unarmed. I don't have Jericho on me right now.
Where is he?
Probably just outside.
Yeah. You got left outside to patrol the perimeter.
Yeah.
Did it not?
I assumed he was with you this entire
I
time.
also,
I
thought he
also
was
did.
with you.
Oh.
I think we all did.
Well, either way, I miss on my opportunity attack.
Yeah.
And if it's easier, then yeah, we can have Jericho been with me the whole time, because sure that works.
If you needed to, just keep him in your little bottle. I don't know, fucking Pokeball the little guy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can work with that.
Sure.
It's a conscious being.
He's chilling in the genie bottle.
Yeah, he's got a little genie bottle. As Howard goes, like rushes past you, goes to the door, like opens it and swings wide and sees, at the very least, you.
Hello!
Just like,
Hello. My name is Rose.
Fuck! I'm here to return your watch.
as it is now your guys' turn.
Yep.
Howard is currently in the doorway leading out to the main foyer area. And Francisco just made it to the pedestal with the crystal.
Okay.
Let me try something. This could help.
Go for it.
It's also Baldur's Gate rules, so it's kind of like you can mix and match actions, bonus actions.
Well, we didn't learn his name was Francisco.
We heard him. We heard Howard talking about and to him.
Okay. It's
So-
not relevant. It's okay.
Okay.
I need you to hold on right there, young man. I'm gonna
Young
cast
man.
hold person. So that's a
Hold
wisdom
person on who?
on the
Francisco.
big scary jaw unhinged or
Francisco.
Sure.
Mrs. Cisco there.
So
Cool.
wisdom 15, please. Unless it's a monster, I guess.
Hold person only works on humanoids.
It won't take.
So
Constructs.
not a warforged.
Or monsters.
I will say
or-
for this, Warforged do count as humanoids.
So he's not that.
So this is a monster.
Yeah.
This is not a normal.
A monster.
This is not a normal Warforged.
Yeah.
This is something different.
A shame. Burn a second spell. Alright, well. Bonus action. My last bardic for you.
Cool.
What does your bardic inspiration look like for flavor?
Hey Donnie, you're gonna do great.
Great bud.
I'm inspired.
Hey Donnie, lay down.
Thanks.
So
I type my imaginary hat, and unless Ruby has, I guess you're all there. I kind of know what I'll do next, unless you guys.
Go for it.
Cool. How far did he get away from me? Where's that crystal?
That crystal was like another 15 feet away from you.
Perfect. So
Still well within range of you being able to move around.
So after he tries to shove me, and I parry and dodge it, and tell him how rude, and he now walks away from me. I would like to and when I say walk over to him, I strut. I'm in no rush. Right? I walk up and I go,
Elven ring first.
hey meatbag, we're not done here. And then maybe he turns and I get a really good look at what he looks like, and I go, ah! I go, anyone who's willing to have sex with you is just too lazy to masturbate. Vicious mockery.
To Francisco.
Yes,
Hit him
yes.
with a meat bag and then hit him with the. Oh my.
I know his name, so he is meatbag.
No, yeah. I just love how you called him out on his shit sex life.
Wisdom
I am
13.
so
Wisdom
happy
13.
the best live. That's
11.
awesome.
Okay, so he takes 2 points of damage, and I believe his next attack has disadvantage.
Correct.
Let me just double check. It is an attack.
I believe so.
I know something has disadvantage. And has disadvantage on the next attack roll makes before the end of the next. So it's not even to me, it's anyone. So his next attack has disadvantage. I would like to get all the way up into melee with him.
Cool.
And then I'm going to use a bonus action to look up at Ruby and just be like, well, I'm trying to think of like an inspiration. Just be like, Ruby dear, show our guests here, or I guess they're not our guests, show this meatbag why we're the best PIs in Shar.
I love that you said Adonis is workshopping it in real time.
I promise it's a cool one-liner. Give me a second.
Yeah, I don't know what
I'm like, I know he's trying his best. I'm like,
But and,
hell yeah.
and that's one of my bardic
I'm
inspirations.
like, alright, man, yeah.
Yeah, do the real-time work.
Most of my bardic inspirations are supposed to be used for cutting words.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna use that one because I know you're up there actually doing the objective.
Yeah.
So the rest of us are clowning around.
I'm still working on getting to that
Yeah, you gave me bardic
block.
inspiration, but I didn't need it. But I get to keep it. So.
Yeah.
So now you have another bardic inspiration. I have a bardic inspiration. We're shooting these sheets around.
Yeah, cool. So that's Chase and Adonis's turns. What are the other three doing?
You will be someone go out.
And
Those action bonus.
I'm not very good at being a bard yet. I'm sorry.
I'm still trying to break. I'm just trying to get to that second magical rune lock.
Okay, roll lockpicking.
Yeah, that's why you.
Travel's so smart.
Can I help?
Right?
Can that be my action? I help them.
Ruby has inspiration and auto success.
Sure. How are you trying to
Only
help?
if Ruby needs the help.
You need to declare it
Yeah,
out.
that is not how
Yeah.
it works.
I know. I just want to
I
help
think you usually
anyway
have to be
now.
next.
And I'm right there. I'm
Oh, you are, I'm sorry.
I know the DC on the front lock for just the magical one is 1 to 10, but
It was a 10 because of that.
yeah, fair.
For I'm standing behind you, being like, I got your back, allowing you to relax.
Cool.
So you can help.
Yeah.
Ruby is currently in the air. Are you like on the stairs?
They're like, I got you.
I got you. If you fall, I got you.
Oh, I'm doing something.
Okay.
How tall is Splice?
5'9",
Okay.
11, maybe.
Sure.
It's like, I was like, how much is he like? Hands over, or is it like I got you from here? Okay. Okay.
Probably 5'8".
Cool. 16 plus 5 is
About 10, obviously. I'm 9 3/4, basically
21.
Cool.
5.
Not enough.
Oh no.
As you keep fiddling with the lock, the arcane runes seem to keep twisting against you and almost resetting pins.
Oh.
I see you reaching for something.
Yes.
Would you like to use that?
Perhaps.
Potentially.
I think you should.
I need
You got a
confirmation.
gun?
This is the time to
We
use
have-
it.
Yeah, we
I
might as
see
well.
you reaching
We
for
have-
something.
I'm breaking the fucking lock.
Right, at least this thing.
So, there's difficulty happening here.
Okay.
The pins are resetting. How do you open this lock? Are you just quicker than the pins resetting themselves? Are you actively busting something open? How are you flavoring this?
I'd say Ruby's got a pretty good amount of experience picking locks at this point. And I'd say she's using the lever to hold pins she's already picked in place. They cannot move.
Okay.
And then getting the rest of them as they're moving and functioning. This is definitely mix of speed and brute force of you are not fucking moving these pins.
Fair. Almost like having to pull out a couple extra tools just to keep things
Yes.
in place. A couple of backups or just redundancies, just keep shoving them in place as you feel pins resisting. As with a 26, you open the lock. As you hear
That was really hard.
as the runes dissipate, and you feel the door start to give a bit as you start hanging. You're hanging now.
Shit!
I
I on the door!
Shit. I'm still ending it.
Do you use movement to drop down onto the ledge, or?
Yeah, I'll drop down.
Cool.
It's 6 feet.
All right. Sure. Just drop down onto the landing, and
Cool.
that's your action. You got a bonus action you want to do?
Ruby.
Rogue with the cunning actions.
Let's see.
No, I want to know what spells she has.
Yeah, I'm like, I think I'll
Yeah.
just.
So my whole person didn't work. So this commands he wasn't.
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
I consider dash, disengage, and hide, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Hide in the middle of a fight?
Yes!
I'm not as honest.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you're about to say that because I've been sitting on. I have the ability to cast Fog Cloud
Ooh.
at second level, which is basically going to be Robin running in the corner, screaming "Scar!" and throwing down a 40-foot radius sphere of smoke that goes around corners and fills the room and
Amazing.
heavily obscures everything.
Smoke bomb.
So that's what I was sitting on, and like I wanted to make sure that everyone.
Ninjas? What are
Hey, if you do that, you say run, Ruby will run.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are they
So long
free?
as our people, so long as I can get them down,
Yeah, that's what I need
and
to
they're
make
not connected
sure.
to anything, absolutely.
That's what I need to make sure before I scream.
Can I help them get down, or are they kind of stuck in there?
Potentially on the next turn.
Yeah.
You.
Can they get on their own?
They are like. They look like they have been starved and dehydrated, and
Yeah.
at this
They have a
point
couple of-
can't move.
Yeah. They have a couple of ticks of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how I.
Yep.
It's my best friend. I'm probably not strong enough to pick her ass up though.
No, Harvey should probably.
No, she's fucking huge.
Mechanics wise, they have 5 levels of exhaustion. They're still
Oh,
0.
shit.
They're gonna die soon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like
Yeah, 2 more.
with any like, if you delayed on this, they would just straight up die.
My friend.
Alright.
Yep. So, do you do Fog Cloud?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I didn't hear a confirmation. You said you were sitting on that.
Yeah, I'm like that's
Hey, you do whatever you want.
a silly
Yeah.
idea, but I'm like I don't want to mess up anyone else's plans because it is going to be a heavily obscured area.
That's good.
So what else are you doing on the next round?
I could see what.
Yeah, so the door's open.
Yeah, the door's open, but we need to get them out.
Yeah.
Still, because if they're that exhausted, they're gonna need assistance.
Mhm.
I would like to hold my friend's hand so we don't get lost.
Okay. Sure. You hold on to Sharice's
She's mine.
hand. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably got the human.
Okay. Cool. You've got Callum.
I'm gonna have to solo the Beatforge by myself,
No,
guys.
I'm a good.
Thank you.
Believe me, I'm trying. Yeah,
That is on you, Buckaroo. You wanted to break in.
I'm being
Me and
bullshit,
what
right?
fighting skill?
Hey.
I'm a performer.
Dissonant
I don't think
whispers.
Slice is a performer.
The performer.
You've got dissonant whispers over
What
there.
character sheet is?
There you go.
I need an answer.
Are there any windows in this like kitchen area?
In the kitchen, no. In the dining room, there seem to be a couple that lead out into like the backyard.
Okay, I mean,
But
well,
Howard is currently in the doorway.
yeah. Because I need an exit to the outside world, no matter how. Because I'm like, I could go to the front, but I also can't have them risk an opportunity. You know what? I think I can absolutely manage that. I am going to, like, run along to basically like, get within the doorway, and then I will have Jericho.
Like in the doorway with Howard.
Yeah, essentially. Like, I'll basically like get back within melee range of Howard.
Okay.
I will have Jericho use the disengage action, and then I will telepathically tell them to get help.
Okay.
Tell just a quick mental
Get another
it's like
cop.
get medical here, get reinforcement, get back up, and
Okay.
then have them use their 60 feet of fly speed to either go towards the window or because the door's closed, right?
Yes, the door is currently closed.
And I don't think I could deal enough damage to break it open, but there is windows out there, right?
Correct. And one of them was busted enough that a tiny creature could go through.
Yeah, that's
Potentially.
what I'll rely on.
There is shattered glass there.
Yeah, but I also trust that they'll be able to make it through. So I'm gonna
Skills are tough.
I'm gonna have Jericho fly to 60 feet to try to get out of that window.
Cool. And Jericho took the disengage action. So with that 60 feet, Jericho is able to make it towards the to the window, I'm going to need a dex check in order to try to avoid the glass.
14.
14 makes it. As tucking in the wings, Jericho goes, and then just goes out the window and just on it, boss.
Just that telepathic, just like gunning back up, which it's not an action or bonus action to command or communicate. And so as an action, I'm going to look out in the room, see this chaos about to unfold, and then I will raise my lantern and just shout, "Scatter!" and cast Fog Cloud, focus on the center of the room. And because it is second level, it's a 40-foot sphere
Okay.
of fog.
That would fill the foyer.
Yes. It spreads around corners, and the area is considered heavily obscured.
40-foot radius? Like how
40-foot
high does it go?
40-foot radius sphere.
Okay, cool.
So
then it fills up the staircase area as well.
I'm like, if anything, I'll cast like the point will be like the ceiling,
Cool.
like of that foyer, so that it just like gets the whole, most of the house really with a 40-foot radius.
Yeah, I would say that probably spills over into the dining room area then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and that's my action. I use movement. I don't know how much extra movement I have, but if it took me all 30 feet to get to Howard, if that's the case, then that's the case.
Cool.
But yeah, that is my turn.
All right. In that case,
You
Oh
still
wait,
have turn, right?
yeah. Before we,
you used your action to help.
yeah, I use my action to help, but I'm
Maybe you
gonna
have a
use
bonus action.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to healing word my friend.
Cool. Sounds good.
It's probably not at full level.
Eldritch Blast.
Sure. You. What does healing word look like for you?
I think I'm gonna help her like get down. She's like, "It's okay, I got you,"
Get
kind of
down,
thing.
get down.
More like the magic of it. Like, was it like? What is the word you say, or what is the magic that comes out as you're saying, "I'm going to help you"? Is there a visual effect?
Get down, get
No, I don't
down.
think there is.
Okay. Cool.
Just a little more.
Cool. They are all still in the cage currently, but now everything has filled with a fog. And on this point, it now goes to the enemy's turn. As you can hear Francisco's like,
Yeah, I'm in melee with him.
yeah,
Now, we're heavily obscured, but I am right next to him.
oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. As you can kind of see a faint glow, as it's heavily obscured, you said, Fog Cloud?
It is heavily obscured, yeah.
Cool. I know that's on here. There you
I'm
are.
not too sure.
Vision is blocked. Creatures are effectively blinded. Good to know. As you can kind of hear the sort of meat squelching from Francisco, and just a as you assume Francisco is fiddling with that little box.
Box.
Well, the pedestal with the crystal on
Not
it.
the box.
The bag.
The bag.
Cool.
What's in the box?
As this is probably going to affect you three the hardest. As you hear the detectives start screeching in feedback. I need everybody to roll me a con save.
Oh no.
I beg of you,
It hit the plate. Can I claim interference?
I beg of you, don't do it.
It hit a thing. So it's null and void, right?
If it falls out the table, it's interference. If it falls in the plate, it's interference. You throw things on the box and it bounces off the walls, that's not interference.
Yeah, you can't knock the house. You gotta try.
Please, Miss Obama.
Wrong pronouns. Absolutely not.
Please, Miss Obama.
You mean Obama?
Hello.
Hello?
What did everyone get on their con saves?
12.
16.
I am just checking to see if I can use your inspiration for saving throws.
I believe so.
You can't.
3
Cool.
with a added to the charge.
I'm gonna use luck.
One.
It's better.
Yes.
16.
My perception is so good. I have great hearing.
So we've got
You
a
said con though, right?
yes, con.
Nat 1 for a total of 3.
Got it.
16 was my saving throw.
16.
And I did use
Can.
My perception is so
All right.
high. My hearing is so
One
good.
goose egg.
There's probably
Wouldn't you know?
a pretty good reason for
No.
that. As you were just on the door and you were trying to get in to like help people move out,
Yeah.
as you can hear this feedback go straight into you.
I'm really channeling Astra.
As you go deaf, and so does Robin.
I go deaf?
Oh,
Shit, that's how I was gonna get out of here.
The other 3 of you succeed.
Woo!
no damage, just the death condition.
Deaf condition.
Check it.
I can't vicious mockery if I can't hear him, so.
I haven't had any nat 20s yet.
No, I have it written down. Chad is 3. You have 0.
I roll a lot.
Rook.
You
This
do
character rolls a lot.
You do have 2 nat ones though.
And then Howard, well, everything is currently blinded.
Blind and deaf, really.
Oh, you're
Oh, just-
blind
well,
and
just-
deaf.
Yeah, 2 people are currently
Can't
deaf.
see.
It targeted.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, the deaf is targeted. The blindness is everyone.
Yeah.
I love it.
Question for Robin. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
No. Cool. As
Surprising.
through the fog, like you can't see anything, and you can't even hear anything at this point, as everything's been sort of made wild, as this like not claw, but essentially this dragon-marked rusting arm swings in front of your face and is trying to get a hold on you.
Yeah.
You don't see the body, just the arm.
Uh-huh.
And it goes away.
Just
A dragon mark arm.
Does a
unrated.
dirty 20 hit you?
Yes, a dirty 20 hits me.
Swings wildly in one direction, latches onto you, and like grips onto your shoulder.
Oh no! The gorilla grip point 2.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 points of necrotic. As you feel essentially your shoulders start to like essentially crumble underneath.
Your joints. Your joints, Jason.
So that's 15, so that's going to bring me to 5 remaining. And that's why I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of
I
here.
forgot we're so squishy.
Is it roll with disadvantage?
Yes!
That's unfortunate for me.
We gotta get out of here.
Too late!
Gotta get out of here.
Arm starts
As
to
it
melt.
really just kind of smacks onto your shoulder and then slides right off. That's just that
Oh,
immediate
no.
impact.
My
Just
My flesh slid off with him. He whipped around and then he hit me.
you just feel it sort of like crumble underneath as if it just like cracked
Oh,
and
that's
flaked.
unfortunate.
Yeah, rusted.
How big is this room again, by the way?
The foyer itself is like a good, about 45 feet.
Well, that's unfortunate.
The staircase itself adds like another 10 in distance. So in order to try to get to the front door, it would have to be, like 55 feet in order to get there. But that's assuming you can navigate while carrying somebody.
Oh yeah, I guess I got that. Somebody else. Okay.
It is fog cloud concentration.
It is.
Did you?
That's busy.
Did you
So I
roll?
need to roll.
You need to roll
Probably
like
10 is the DC.
yes.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 4.
Ah, unfortunate.
Okay.
So fog cloud drops.
Yeah.
Cool.
As it drops, I just go, oh, you're back!
As that was their 2 actions.
Ain't that a bad
So
bitch.
your turn now.
I can see again.
You can see again. You can't hear though. There's tinnitus going on right now.
Don't fucking start.
Okay.
And there's no windows in the kitchenette dining room area that I'm in currently. I have
Kitchen, no. Dining room, yes.
So where I am right now, where Howard live with Howard. When you say dining room, is that where everyone else is?
We're in the
No,
foyer.
they're in the
Foyer.
foyer. You got led into the dining room area.
Yes.
There are windows behind you that go out into a backyard.
Well, I know what I want to do.
And how far away are those windows?
Those windows are probably a good, like the closest one to you is like a good 15 feet.
15?
Yes.
Well,
What are folks doing?
I'm at a disadvantageous position. The question is, do I risk?
Are they still? I mean, it doesn't matter to me if they're still feedbacking. I can't fucking hear it.
Yep.
I'm just gonna continue. I'm gonna help the detectives out. I think starting with the humans that's the one that got hands on.
Okay. So at that point, you are trying to carry somebody. That'll be half movement.
Okay.
You got this.
I will say it is not an action to try to grapple them, as you are just essentially picking somebody up and trying to get out.
Cool.
That 6-foot drop is probably going to get you an athletics check, though, just to try to land safely with them without falling down the stairs.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
First it was Christian, now it's a plate. At what point is it you?
These are my
I
dice.
did look
Okay.
at it though.
Well, it's Christian.
I'm just so curious. I just want to know.
I believe that's a 6.
Okay, so you said you were going for Detective Callum?
Yeah.
Okay. Carrying somebody and trying to get out at the same time, it's because there's still a ledge here. The cage hasn't been lowered.
Yeah.
As you essentially try to bring somebody out and try to just hope you land safely, and unfortunately the extra weight causes you to tumble as you go onto the stairs, along with Detective Callum,
Oof.
as you take 4 points of damage,
Okay.
falling down the stairs, as I'm considering this fall damage,
Thanks.
as you are now back at the foot of the stairs, right next to Adonis and Francisco.
I disengage.
Cool. Awesome. Sounds good.
Bye.
Nope. No, thank you.
Cool. Alright. And then what?
I'm gonna drag the fucking detective with me for, I guess since it's half 15 feet in the
Cool.
direction of the door.
Okay. Awesome. You now have like another 30 to go.
Fantastic.
Have fun with that. What else are people doing?
I'm gonna try to get my friend out of here.
I can fight, but
Soon as you
I'm
want to focus.
focusing on this guy.
I can fight.
Here.
I'm working it.
So you're gonna try to get
job.
Shariza.
My job was not fight
Cool.
people. My job was
That's my whole fucking goal. I don't give a shit about anything else. I'm getting Shariza out of here.
Okay. In that case, roll me an athletics check to try to brace the fall.
Oh, not this one.
More.
In my hands.
Fuck! Get out of here, you piece of shit!
10.
Average money.
Okay.
That's better than a 6.
Oh, and then this one just rolled a fuck me, so that's great. I just put it down.
Alright.
It was mad.
With a 10, similar problem. As you pull Shariza out, sure the bird bones are technically lighter than like a human's. This is still a whole ass person you're trying to get out and then land safely. As you also take a tumble for 3 points of damage. Similarly, down at the base of the stairs.
It's a really convenient way to get down.
As you are now next to Adonis and Francisco.
Hello!
We just stop and just.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Can I try and enthrall Francisco?
Sure.
He will roll it with advantage because my friends are fighting him. But
Sure.
there's a small chance.
Okay. What do I need to do for that?
You need to make a. It has advantage on save.
Got an apple with a blueberry. I was really confused why the blueberry was crunchy.
Oh, wisdom saving.
Wisdom
Found
saving
out
throw.
here, blueberry's not normally crunchy.
So it's like, what is this texture?
And What number do they need to beat?
Maybe intentionally. Kind of.
14.
14? They rolled a 15 on the die, I'm so sorry.
That's right. They also get advantage, so regardless.
Yeah.
Hey, I tried.
Yeah.
An attempt was made.
Yeah.
Definitely later.
How does Enthrall look like?
You informed me.
Yeah. I think I just look at him, and then maybe like my eyes like glow a little bit, you know, and be like, "Aren't we all friends here?" And it doesn't work.
I don't believe so, no.
No.
Yeah, actually, I don't think so.
So we still have one detective in the cage, and we still have 3 party members to do actions for.
So I'll go and do my action unless you want to do yours. Mine's is pretty simple.
Get him out.
I might be able to help you.
Okay.
You go first then. Adonis, Slice, get away from the pedestal. I'm going to take out a small vial of what looks like some kind of alcohol and just kind of throw it. And I'm going to throw it at the pedestal, and when it breaks, I will cast Shatter. So
What is the radius on Shatter?
it should also get our guy here. 10-foot radius. So I'm assuming because he
10-foot
was
radius.
fiddling right next to the machine, he's right next to the machine.
He is directly next to the machine, and you are centering it on him.
Technically on the pedestal, but
They essentially inhabit the same space.
Yes.
5 feet is Adonis.
Yeah.
10 feet is going to be Shariza and Splice.
Is there a spot
Yeah,
that
is
they
there
could
a
get
wall
shatter on only the opponent and the pedestal and not us? Is there a
The
spot?
wall, maybe?
Just yeah, I mean because we don't have a battle
Because
map.
it's a 10-foot map, so I was hoping to get him in the pedestal.
And not
those two, you know.
I'll go to the left, a little to the corner.
I'm the best
I
thing
say-
this party has to a tank. I have cutting words and luck.
I got shit.
I am all actually.
I
I'm
was gonna say,
saying-
you can try to throw it at the ceiling
Yeah.
and essentially try to like blast it in midair. That
Yeah.
is an option.
Yeah, whatever.
It's
to
magic.
To get me through that, yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
that. Would you say that our boy here is more metal than
They
Flesh.
are more flesh than metal.
That's a shame. Okay. But in any case, I will do that. The
Sure.
construct should fail this no matter what, but our boy will make a con 15.
Not a construct, not a humanoid. Easy.
Isn't that lovely? You said con
Construct.
Yes, 15 con.
14.
Yeah.
Woo!
So they fail, taking full damage.
12.
12 points of damage. Good.
Hell
That's
yeah.
my second level.
Good night, everyone.
You don't have 2 slots.
I did. I used the first one to hold person.
Oh, that's right, that's
That
right.
fails.
Yeah.
Yes, he's not
That's
a
okay.
person.
Nope.
I have spell slots, but none of them are offensive.
I do a lot of offensive ones actually.
That's nice.
I just need to do it.
Cool. With that, you see some of the metal plating just actually blast off of Francisco's face, essentially,
That's
as,
worse, that's worse.
as it's just hanging there with some sinew. As you just, I'm so sorry, you were in the middle of a drink.
Now keep going.
As essentially he
Okay,
just like the metal plate blasts off his face and still hangs, and like essentially scoops the metal back onto his face. As the
He's okay.
now that pedestal on the other hand, it is still magical. However, I like the funsies of it.
Yeah, I don't think it's affects something that's magical. It's just just disturbs the atoms.
The spell
making it
gives again
together, you
a
know?
magical pedestal. I'm
No.
gonna destroy it.
You do see the pedestal crack, I will
That's
say.
great.
The pedestal actually, I forget, do constructed items take double damage from shatter? Because I know constructs do.
It does say constructs, but I don't know if that means just like a thing.
Or at least constructs and things made out of like glass or similar materials are like,
Inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has a disadvantage on the saving throw.
well, it's an object, so it can't make a
But it
disadvantage.
doesn't say anything where it's like, and it's super bad if it's a wall.
Yeah, it's
Got
a
it.
non-magical object that isn't being worn also takes damage if it's in skills area.
Cool. In that case, the pedestal just shatters underneath, and the crystal
Is
collapses onto the ground with it, and there are still runes on it.
Yeah, the crystal.
The pedestal is not
The
magical.
pedestal is no longer there.
Yeah,
That's okay.
Yeah.
as the rune is now on the ground.
Yeah.
The rune crystal is now on the ground. So we still got Robin and Adonis.
Yeah. So, and what I've seen is this crystal controls the vocal cords.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
probably
way that they
legs.
were messing with it, you can kind of assume that it affected the... Make an Arcana check. I'm not going to give you too much things.
I'm gonna use luck. Oh wow.
For no
7 or 4. Yeah, the first one was 7.
Mm-hmm.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11? You can take an inferred guess, at least, with an 11, that the crystal itself affects the cage.
Okay.
From the way that they made
Yes.
a beeline to that pedestal, and as soon as they started messing with it,
Cool.
the band basically started acting in accordance to it.
No.
You can assume that that affects the cage.
Awesome. Cool. Okay. Like after the piercing shriek,
Mhm.
I'd be like rubbing my ears and like look back at Meatbag and just be like, what was that supposed to do? Well, I guess we all make mistakes. Your parents certainly must have tried.
Oh!
Okay.
Wisdom 13.
Ouch!
Hit him with
This is the most susceptible meat bag.
just the
What's that damage?
1! And he has disadvantage on attacks.
hell yeah.
Cool.
He was bullied as a child. And this is really just
And
like
adult.
Yeah, yeah.
it's giving flashbacks, but he's healed somewhat, so not that much.
As just... You don't know how this thing can cry, but it's essentially like shuddering a bit as the metal plates actually start to like fall off a little bit.
Oh.
The shatter did it. The shatter did it.
You
I did 1
loosen
point of
it.
damage.
You
That
loosen
one point
it.
was enough.
It's all Donnie. That's it.
As Francisco essentially just starts crumpling
I don't know
in the
if
various metal
my vicious
pieces,
mockery is a tight baton. I'd like to think that.
and the body just starts to like,
Oh, he's.
Oh.
bun,
Oh, okay, cool.
Hey yo.
as the
You
meat,
did it!
the meat
It's all
sheet essentially just collapses in on itself with the metal plating around it.
Okay.
It's just meat and metal, no bones, no nothing. It's
No.
just
No,
Meat and metal.
pure meat with an armor casing.
That is a
Meat
meat
bag.
bag. Yeah.
Meat bag. Minus the bag.
Nice box.
Meat box.
That's. Oh, Howard is back to normal.
Howard's still there.
I don't think so.
I was hoping he was. I thought he was more of.
Rabbit.
I don't think
I think
Francisco's
he's-
I didn't think I thought he was more
mastermind.
than just a construct or a monstrosity. I thought he was big pulling strings.
I don't think Francisco
Probably
is
wasn't
the.
clever.
I think
Yeah, so I don't think he
the
was
maestro is the other guy.
The dodge
Maestro.
action,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
and then I'll skirt around to get like, essentially try and run into the foyer, which I know will prompt an opportunity attack. But that's why I took the dodge action.
Instead of disengage. That way this can carry over into the next thing.
Yeah, because it's like disadvantage on attacks against me until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Sure thing. As, yeah, disadvantage. Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Okay.
This is Howard.
This is Howard.
Gotcha. So I have actor. I was with his wife. I can mimic her speech. I'm gonna cut in words using her voice. Howie, those shoes with that outfit? Here.
What a bitch.
Minus
Yeah.
5 to whatever he rolls.
Roll it again. The fact that you are using, like, his wife's words?
5, 6, 7, minus 8 to whatever he rolls.
Cool. Does an 8 hit you?
It does not.
I just love the flavor on that. I'm giving you a little bonus.
I love it.
Fucking inspiration. DM inspiration.
Izzy cooked when she gave me this character.
Yeah.
She's like, you are an evil person. You should have freedom to be evil.
Get into it. Yeah.
As
Use your Renato.
Howard initially like sees you running away and like he goes to like because he's still kind of like wiping some fog out of his eye and like trying to dig out the tinnitus as you manage to go away from him. He like essentially whips around and instead of trying to hit you with the hand, you see his silver tongue elongate and actually try to whip out and hit you.
Hey, yo!
What the fuck?
You really would have thought his wife would notice that.
Dropping hey yo in the comments?
Fuck,
What the
I
As-
noticed that. Hello?
As you cutting words, oh howdy, those shoes, as just stops mid-flight and just like, he actually kind of panics a little bit.
Oh
You
yeah.
sound like
Oh shit, my wife! My wife! Who told my wife I was here? My wife!
Alright. So,
I'll just, move
dodge
the,
action.
I'll just move the 30 as far as I can into the foyer. My arm clearly fucked up from that encounter.
Yeah.
Because I was like a little jellied. It was maybe like a hand smear. I'm like, oh, that's awful.
Okay.
I hate everything about this.
Alright.
Hey guys.
how you doing?
With that brief
Season
bit of
movie on
panic,
days.
he kind of like looks around momentarily for his wife, just kind of like,
My wife?
Again,
I would like to think
bitch.
it's a type of taunt as well, right now. I want people to hate me.
sure.
I'm the closest thing we have to a tank here.
How many hit points do you have?
Not that much, but I have cutting words and luck, so I can make them read.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna use it on you guys.
But he
No.
he doesn't see where the voice came from,
Okay, that's right.
and also just doesn't see his wife. But he does see you trying to get out with the band, essentially, just like, get back here! As he's going to actually try to run forward, missing you, as that tongue once again lashes out and try to get at you.
Oh, we know.
Does he pass me?
I'm sorry, but.
I was gonna say, because you moved 15 feet from the stairwell, you moved the full 30. He's not going fully into the room. He's only stepping up like 5 feet and lashing out the tongue.
Oh my god.
That's a
Yeah, he has
totally
to.
normal thing to do.
It's got a lengthy tongue.
This guy's
Alright,
totally normal.
I'm so sorry, that's a nat 20.
I'm not adding that to the fucking.
Oof, ouch, my bones.
Rorschach, no!
No, it's not happening. The DM roll doesn't count as a check for that.
I'm glad I didn't save my reaction for that.
Pass.
That's it.
But I lived. That's the important part.
Cool. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Is that cool, honey?
Ow.
Okay.
And that's 13 points of psychic damage. As just lashes out, pierces into you as you feel this like sort of like ripple effect across your body. Just
Cool. I'm down for the count.
Dang.
I am dead.
nat 20s.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Hell of a drug.
Okay.
All right,
It's all good. It's all good.
Super slay, super slay.
all right. As that is Howard's turn,
Gotcha.
there is no longer Francisco.
But it's our turn.
Yes, it is now your turn.
Let me try. Something.
Okay.
I was just gonna heal.
Sure. Yeah.
That's all I was gonna do.
I'm going to look at Howard and be like, catatonic command. That is a wisdom 15.
Oh, fancy pants, Richmond. Yeah.
Is this considered a charm roll?
I don't know. It's an enchantment.
It does not invoke the charmed condition.
Do you
It's only a 6-second move. It's only a 1 round move. But I want him to curl up into a little ball and be a pathetic boy.
Grovel.
Right.
Grovels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with a comatose?
You don't get an
Oh,
action
that's
next
awesome.
turn.
That's essentially what we're aiming for. I just needed to know if this was specifically a charm effect because that does affect
Something.
something. Yes.
I don't
Which-
think so.
My next roll, hopefully we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
No, they are not charmed. They don't get the charm duration. It is an enchantment spell, but
Yes,
Yeah.
but does it say anything about like
Nope, no
creatures
charm.
with a specific thing charm? Cool. Awesome. Straight roll. What do they need to roll?
Wisdom 15.
15.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, what's your charisma?
Not bad.
20.
It's like, it's, yeah, it's
Yeah, you're awesome.
They rolled real good on those starting
Yeah.
numbers.
Even your charisma's higher than mine.
Yeah, I did
Um,
roll below an 11.
It's not-
Makes sense, people actually like you
13.
Depending on who they're talking to.
Catatonic.
Become a bitch.
Like,
Basically,
this
I'm
one word. I'm
I'm
just.
looking for prone. I wanted to
Yeah. He's gonna go prone.
Yeah.
It's just you see his eyes kind of like flicker a little bit as he just smacks onto the ground as he is now prone and.
Get the fuck out of here, guys. We're out.
Time to dip.
All right. There is still somebody in the cage.
Yeah, because we grabbed one. I thought you were gonna grab the other one.
I am making a new dog. I got one person out.
They're just looking at jump. It's like,
You might need that from out, Buckaroo.
Yeah.
I'll just be here to
She's
catch
Their
them.
speed's zero.
Rock and roll.
Arya essentially just like
Just roll out of bed.
she can't move.
They
Dragging
they
my
have 5
friends.
points of exhaustion. You need
Chase,
to
just
help
come
her out.
Come on.
Come on, Chase. You
Well,
got it.
technically you've been a prisoner
Okay, in that
like
case,
a majority
I
of
will
life. Get out of the
bonus
cage.
action.
like a month.
Misty
It's only like 3
step to the
days.
cage.
Get out of the cage.
Cool. Yeah. I assumed like you were already like
Oh yeah, I
Below
haven't
it.
really left.
you've
been
never
top
moved from the
Yeah.
top of the landing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still next to it. You were still next to us the whole time. You watched us both fall down the fucking stairs.
Is there a way I can use my movement to just climb the punch? Or do I
Well,
gotta...
they're
You
still
tried to
up in the
push-
cage.
It's you're helping her down from the cage.
Yeah,
But
like the
she's still
cage
six-
floor is
she's
like
still
6
6
feet in
up
the
in
air.
there.
Am I still able to pick them up and use movement to
Yes.
go with them? Because I...
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then...
It's not an action to pick them up. It's just
It's-
half
it's
speed
just
once you do.
Oh, no problem. Then, in that case...
So are you going to try to like jump up there?
No, I'll still Misty Step up. That's 30 feet, which I'm assuming is enough to get...
It is 6 feet off the ground.
That's what I thought. Okay, great. Yeah, so...
You can climb up there with a check if you'd like, and then Misty step down.
No. I'm
No,
Step
lazy.
up,
Okay.
I'm
down.
Misty Step.
Okay.
Step up, and then just kind of clatter down and with the person.
Roll an athletics check.
You got it, boss. Next one, you got me right up. Oh, gee.
Oh, gee, Louie, oh, God.
You said acrobatics?
Athletics.
Athletics. Where?
Because you were essentially trying to brace yourself landing and not rolling. You're essentially
18.
stable
Great.
as just like, hey, come up, land, and now you got,
30, so I haven't moved. I'm just calmed out. And
15. You're carrying somebody.
yeah.
okay, well then 15, yeah.
Yeah, so you can make it down the steps, and then another 5 feet.
I'll take it.
Cool.
Let's go, everybody! Look out!
Unconscious.
I'm unconscious on the floor.
Oh, fuck!
I'm dragging my friend.
Alright, everyone else
Yeah.
Oh,
Another 15
I'm
feet.
like 30 feet
You
from
see-
the
you see
door.
that
I was
Ruby
holding a
pop,
person,
Ruby
and then I got
Yeah,
horrifically
you got-
stabbed by
There
a
you go.
comb.
There you go. Motherfucker, get off! Healing word.
Healing word.
Cool.
The word,
D4 plus your spellcasting. How much you heal for?
the word that healed was motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get like 6 points. No, sorry, 8 points.
Motherfucker,
So I'm stable and I have 6 points of health.
Yeah. Cool.
Eight
It's 8
8
points. We don't track negative numbers. It's just like if you don't immediately die, you're at 0.
Fantastic.
All right.
I have a question, and this might be an action, but basically, I want to suss out with how Howard's been acting, is he already charmed? Is he under a charm effect? Now, you could almost think this is an expertise.
Arcana or insight?
Medical
Because you're so
You could
charming.
say I'm master.
All of my spells have to deal with charm.
Mhm.
Let me just see what my insight is. It's not very good. Where is I? There's I.
Actually, you know what?
Every roll.
You don't have to roll.
Every roll die.
You don't have to roll. As you saw this happen earlier, you saw Robin put Charm Person on this guy.
That's right.
And the fact that they were able to attack Robin, they're not charmed right now.
Yeah, but I was thinking more of like
And in the grander scheme, that first charm probably shouldn't have worked if they
was
already
I
had
forgot
charm.
about that. You're right. That's basically what I mean. I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Not double charmed.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm just getting my action and my movement to help. You're the farthest away from the door, so maybe I would go up and start to help carry out Arya.
Cool. So.
Because ours is catatonic right now, and
Yeah.
we're trying to get these people out, and what are we gonna do with him?
I don't care.
He melted my arm, kinda. I'm scared.
I would rather us get back to full to face him.
Yeah.
He's big. I don't know. I don't think we can.
Mini boss.
Okay.
One shot at Ruby, man.
Yeah.
Unless you want to fight him, I'll stay with you.
No,
We can do it.
that's what I'll do is I'll start to help my team get these people out.
Cool. I will say with 2 people carrying 1 person, you can carry that full feat, but it is both your actions to do so.
Gotcha. Is there any way that I can use just my movement and not my action? It's okay if we go
I
less
apologize. Both of your movements.
movements.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to keep my action
yes.
readied, because I know he's gonna go uncatatonic, and then I would still have a vicious mockery once he gets up.
Okay.
I have 3 commands.
I mean, that's next round.
Stay.
Oh
Stay.
yeah.
Because his next turn
Well,
is.
because and especially like I have an option if I use my vicious mockery or my cutting words because I only have 1 reaction.
Yeah. So,
If I use my action now, I wouldn't lose out on it.
do I have advantage to shoot him if he's catatonic on the ground?
Shoot him?
Yes.
No.
You actually
Stab
have
him?
disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah, you actually have disadvantage with it.
Yeah, ranged attacks are disadvantage on prone. However, it's advantage if you do a melee strike.
How far away from me is he?
Because you went 15 feet forward, he's only like 10 feet away.
So
If you leave Callum on the ground, you can, even if carrying Callum, you can go over and stab the fucker.
when I get up to
I'm
chase,
just gonna stab him. He stabbed me. This is a motherfucker. You stabbed me with your tongue. Rapier. I like draw my rapier. Just
Cool.
Give me
You
that time.
tongued me?
You tongued me, motherfucker.
not the way I wanted.
Right?
Let's get home.
It's actually the worst use for a time that long.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll advantage. This is sneak attack.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And then sneak attack, I get.
I believe it's 2d6. And your normal d8 plus dex. With a rapier.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Say 4 plus.
Did you say average money?
Average money.
Big money. Nah, average money.
Acceptable money.
Plus. Vaguely okay money.
Better than low money!
Better than nothing money.
Mid money.
Mid money!
And then it's just 26 or it's 2d6.
Yeah, 2d6 for sneak attack.
Mid money, baby. Back in the hose. 7. Total of 11 damage.
Cool. Alright.
Get 'em.
So, yeah. Okay, where are you stabbing the guy? As he's currently just like, just face planted on the ground.
The same place he stabbed me.
Good. Aiming for like that shoulder right between the neck area.
Yeah.
So just, dickhead!
Yeah, I'm like, this was fucking personal.
and then,
Ow!
Revenge.
when I'm up by Chase, I would say this loud enough for the catatonic
He's facing down. He doesn't know.
Howard to hear, but
Yeah.
I just look at you and it's like, head not looks like a village lost their village idiot. Wisdom 13.
A village is missing their idiot.
I did not like. I'm like not going in with the goal to kill this man, but also like I've told.
So he failed.
1 damage again.
He's gonna die.
Spit that out right now. Spit that out.
Don't worry about it.
Spit it out.
So,
Don't you swallow
Don't
that.
worry about
Don't
it.
you swallow that.
It'll learn its damn lesson or it won't.
Wow, I rolled the same number with that.
I haven't checked
In the jar.
In the jar.
Cool.
I keep rolling that one. That one's good for us.
Oh, I forgot that I also still have Hunter's Mark on him.
So that's an extra what?
you did a
D4?
D8. Oh, it's a high. It's like
It's a high number? I can't remember.
It's just the deep. I could be totally wrong.
It is.
It's not like you have other spells to concentrate. Oh wait, you went unconscious.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't have concentration, does it? How to...
It might be.
Concentration up to an hour.
I'm passed out. Never mind. No.
Yeah, no Hunter's Mark.
Damn, I'm gonna have an extra D6.
Ranger sucks. So I know you're not a ranger, but like Hunter's Mark is just, it could be so good, but it's just not.
Right. Had an action from you, had an action from you. What's everyone else
I'm gonna
doing?
use my movement to
Yeah.
get down a little bit closer to the
Yeah.
door.
You essentially use 10 feet to get in, and then another 10 feet to get out, because you can bonus action, like dash essentially.
Yep.
You're fine. And then you have an extra 10 feet that you can move away from if you'd like.
Yep.
Cool.
What I'm gonna do.
There's a body in front of the door stopping it?
Yeah.
There's a bag.
Yeah.
There's a bag.
I'm so sorry. Just a humble bag.
There's just a bag.
Nothing nefarious.
Definitely
Nothing in that.
not a cabbie in that bag.
Nothing nefarious about
Not a
that.
cabbie with a rusted out neck. It's fine.
I'd like to.
He's just sleeping.
He's all
tuckered out.
He's just a little easy. He takes a little
I'm
nap.
a little tired.
Can I use my
Hey, that
action
means we
to
have a
try
cab
and
and I drive.
clear the door, move the bag enough, and
I
open
can.
the door?
Right.
Sure, yeah.
I have proficiency in air.
That's,
I
yes, movement to get over to the door.
I'll drive.
I know how to drive. I'm just not very good at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw the door open.
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that. If that's your full action, sure.
That's kind of all I've got. I don't really need the people who are dragging bodies to worry about opening the door as well. You know, like that's what I can do.
Yeah.
Um,
I believe you still have an action?
Yes.
And Splice, do you still have an action?
No, because I bonus action healing word, and then my action was to continue dragging her out.
That's just movement. Or did you use your action to dash?
Yeah, action dash. I want to get her out, and then I'll come back and get more people. But I'm
Got it.
grab.
Cool.
Since command is only one round, I'm going to look back at him this next time and be like, stay!
Oh, this is round?
Bang!
Yeah. With the 15.
Nat 20?
Oh no!
I'm so sorry.
Red.
how could this possibly happen?
Red. I was 70.
Alright.
That's okay. I mean, I'm still gonna try to carry out this guy another 15 feet. Or if you're still helping me.
Yeah, I'm using my movement to help you, but I use my
Yeah.
action.
Okay.
Because as long as both of you use your movement, you can take it out like that full 30.
Okay.
Which for you would be like 10 feet away from the door. You're using your full action to dash. I would say you're also like just right next to the door. Yeah, and you're only slightly behind, just from going back, stabbing, going back.
We have to get through the door, so we can obscure the door.
No, I opened.
There's
the
nothing obscuring the door
No,
anymore.
now I've moved it and I've opened the door, so now you all have clear and straight shots to get out.
Get the cab.
Alright,
Let's get the people in the cab at least.
Get a cab.
alright.
I beg of you. Like
So,
London for a
back to
cab.
Howard's turn. Howard essentially turns back up after that, catatonic, pushes himself back up,
He's turning
and then he's just like, stay! I'm not a damn dog!
So
Lashes out the
action,
tongue at you.
Watch that tongue.
Disadvantage!
Watch that tongue.
Using cutting words?
No, a vicious mockery.
Oh,
The
yes,
previous-
you are correct!
It's the first time that the vicious mockery actually
That
uses
was correct.
disadvantage. That is the whole purpose of that spell.
You are correct! I
I've been poking him
apologize!
for 1 damage.
Ah!
Poke, poke.
I did kill, or what we killed, but my 1 damage.
Hey, that one damage.
That's all you done.
Does an 11 hit?
Yes.
Jesus, babes.
Damn!
Yeah,
I'm
no,
wearing my best.
we all fragile.
I do power work. I don't know what to tell you.
Like, this is my nice vest.
I'm a bartender. What do you want from me?
Alright. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Ooh.
I didn't, I wasn't following along.
I apologize.
What did he roll to hit? What did he
Rolled an 11.
He rolled an 11. Howard, shut up and just deep throat a cactus, would ya? -4?
Yeah. Does a 7 hit you?
Does not.
I'm out, people, let's run. Oh no, this is butthole puckers.
The whole channel
practice as like the tongue almost reaches Chase, like almost just about to pierce your shoulder, and then just stops with like a comedic tire screech just to unsettle the movement and just like.
The fuck did you say?
What?
You're next.
She's like, I'm not even mad, I'm just confused.
As he's going to use.
Fuck your wife.
He's
Sorry, I
going to use.
fucked your husband.
He's going to use his last 15 feet in order to try to move closer to you guys. As he used half to get up.
Yeah.
So, your turn again.
Well, shrivel. Command
Shrivel?
Yeah.
What does shrivel do?
You know.
She's commanding with one word.
I'm commanding.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of what the fuck does shrivel do.
That's why I'm like, what does shrivel do?
Yeah. I want him to be my bitch.
I want
Hey,
you
yo.
to be my niche.
Another wisdom 15.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get out of here. Stop.
And that's your-
Stop.
I mean, that's your 3 commands, right? You got 3
One
spells?
more because
Oh.
this was fate touched. I have that other one because of a feat.
So that's going to be
Yeah.
18.
Yeah.
I have 4 spell slots too.
Okay, that's alright. We just gotta make it. We gotta go.
How dare you
So, shrivel.
those saves?
Pick a normal word. What kind of bard are you?
And he's calling you
What
out.
kind of bot? I mean,
I would.
How far away from him am
Dude is Delulu, and he's
I want to try that too. I want to try command.
You are about, because he moved 15 feet, you moved,
It's
this
just
is
like words to
120.
do anything.
Old
Um,
class Neil. Neil's my favorite one.
He's about like 5 feet away from you.
Because it's like Neil and
Can I
then.
disengage? Dash.
Yeah, that's cutting action, sure.
Cool.
Yeah, you
I-
disengage and dash and just book it out the door
With
Wait, the math isn't
with
happening.
Callum.
You're supposed to have a person.
yes, I have a person.
Okay.
They're
Sorry.
using an action to disengage, a bonus action
Okay.
cunning action to dash.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Full 30,
person.
out the door, down the sidewalk, and
I'm
past the gate.
Person.
Okay. Cool.
I'm not
I
in
want
charge
to
of
try
the person.
and command Howard as well.
Let's go!
Dude, I should have taken command.
You can't pass
No,
all my
so
saves.
he can't pass us all.
Oh god.
This is like when
Okay, so you said
polymorph
shrivel.
Shrivel and catatonic and stay.
And then he said,
Pick a normal fucking word, right?
Yes.
No.
I'm gonna say, how about this? And I'm gonna say Neil as my command,
Very
which is my favorite.
He's like,
It's my
thank you.
go-to.
that's a good command.
There's definitely going to be a power trap as Howard is currently trying to charge down you guys as suddenly, like, the foot behind him, like stops in place as he lunges forward and actually has to kneel now.
Let's go!
Run!
Stop. It's like a weeping angel. We're like, stop.
What?
Don't do it.
I'll get you. I'm coming to get you. I'm on my way. I'm gonna get you.
Let's go.
Kneel makes them prone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Run, everybody!
Alright, so you can use full movement to 15. You get out the door, but not down the sidewalk, the entrance path yet.
And do I think if I give my friend more healing, it won't help with the exhaustion?
No.
Or anything like that?
No.
Yeah. I don't have any
Yeah,
issues.
Let's see.
Yeah. Who has been hit though?
Actually, no.
The 2 of us have been hit.
You two
How
got
about- I
hit,
had
you
8.
fell down the
Yeah, I'm
stairs.
fine.
I started with damage, but in this fight I have gone.
Yeah.
I've been pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to healing word. I almost called you Bruno. That's not your character. This time.
Wrong campaign.
Wrong campaign.
Whoops.
Robin.
I'm gonna use a vicious mockery and just be like, you're not even worth killing, Howard. You probably just dropped common loot.
You're too good at vicious mockery.
Thanks, Reddit.
What's that save?
It's a 13 wisdom.
13 wisdom? Motherfucking
Disadvantage.
12.
Oh, wait.
How dare
3
you?
damage!
3
Big number!
Yay!
Big money.
He just starts coughing up blood at this point. Just. What the fuck? What is wrong with you?
Losing his will.
What the fuck is happening to me?
I'm getting bullied!
Next time
Someone tell the principal.
I'm burning through these quick.
I know, me too, but that's okay.
What? I wrote down a whole bunch of vicious mockeries.
So you're at the front gate. You make it onto the entrance path. What are you two doing as...
He's still
Yeah.
charging?
Huh?
No, he's kneeling now.
He's kneeling.
He's kneeling and coughing up blood from
Yes.
psychic
Is this
damage.
a new round or?
You used your dash. You used all your actions to get out to the front
Yes.
gate. It has not turned to his turn yet.
Okay.
I'm going to ready an action command when he gets up again.
Are you going to use your movement?
Yeah, we're trying to
Okay.
Yeah, we'll both use our movement to continue getting. You have Aria.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So Shariza, no, not Shariza is still in the entryway at least, but Detective Callum and Detective Arya both make it past the front gate. Robin, what are you doing?
If anyone, you said that Sharice's still in the doorway?
Yeah.
Shariza's still in the entry path, like still in that like front garden topiary walkway.
Okay, so you're outside, but not outside the gate.
Yes.
Okay, but is everyone outside?
Yes, everyone has made it outside of the manor at this
Okay.
point.
Then I will probably move, close the door behind me, and then like ready in action to like.
You have to hook into the empty handle hole and like risk some splinters, but
And then I'll walk back a bit more, and I will ready an Eldritch Blast for when he inevitably comes through the door.
ding dong!
Knock knock.
Yep. As sure enough,
Yeah.
as planned,
Does mine go off first? It's a good advantage.
essentially, you guys are both outside readying actions as he like uses his rusting arm to like try to like rip open the door, just like rip it back, as both of your things proc off.
The lantern up, and you're just like, bitch! And he's like,
Yeah.
get on the ground, bitch!
Roll an initiative between both of you just to see who acts first in this regard.
Wait. I should do this one so that I get advantage.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Dang, no!
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Uh-huh.
I rolled that one.
Woo! Okay.
But it still did its job.
Yeah.
Still done that one.
So, Eldritch Blast
It's
first.
on
Roll to
initiative
hit.
still.
Oh, does that count though?
Okay.
Not really.
Uh,
Kind of.
19.
Yeah, that hits.
Awesome. And that's a
D10
and then
plus your proficiency bonus in cold damage from your merit.
True. Yes. So many. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's good. That's 11 points of damage total.
My God.
I did not mean to kill this man.
9 force,
So
2
much
cold.
money.
We're gonna
How
have
do you
to
want
talk-
to do this?
Oh,
Oh, we're gonna
fantastic.
have to talk to a
Good.
widow.
My command.
She's already gone. He's a criminal.
My
He's done a lot of
command-
bullshit. But as soon as he like rips that door off, I'm just gonna just with the no, I can't do that. He's like with the precision of just Eldritch Blast coming out of the lantern, quick, efficient. Just hit him square in the face with that blast.
You
There's a fucking
genie
backflip midair.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. What kind? I'm a cop.
No,
Yeah,
Green
yeah,
Lantern.
Green Lantern's light. Oh my god!
Oh God!
As you essentially like knock him in the face, he does a backflip essentially,
Yeah.
and then just slams right on his fucking back. Just.
Still alive?
Yeah.
Technically, but you brought him damn fucking close to the end. That's just kind of like.
I think that's
You give.
He said,
I don't know.
Do you yield?
He's still alive at this point, unless you want it to
Yes,
be
he
lethal.
yields.
My
Howard.
command still works.
I would
Your
give up.
command can still take effect.
Give up, Howard. I'm just saying.
Oh, can I also do a command?
Yeah, I was gonna say
This is
command.
a reaction. This is a held
Okay,
action.
okay.
Face plant.
Are you
Your command is just.
not a flip, a full.
So here's how it goes. This was his turn. He opens up the door, blasts it in the face, flips onto his back, tries to get back up, face plant, face first into the welcome mat.
Oh no! Stop the car! Stop the car!
What the
As you four, well, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say how many people, but like as the people are going to get the people, like the hostages,
Yeah.
out of there.
I'm gonna load Detective Callum onto the, I assume now empty and abandoned air coach.
I mean, it's in an alleyway,
Yeah,
but
the one that.
you guys keep running. He's not getting up, but you can still kind of hear him just.
I'm still there. Like I'm in that like pathway walkway. I'm leaning against like the gate. Like I've taken a few steps back. I've leaned back against the wall of the gate and just.
How could I? Yeah, I get it.
How did you try and melt me?
I tried to get you back inside so you'd stop fucking up my band.
Oh, Howard.
Why are you trying to rob me?
We gotta get you some help, buddy. Oh my god. And I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna watch for him and hopefully Jericho can show up with backup if Jericho's, if nothing's happened to Jericho. As soon as they left that 100 feet, I can't communicate with them anymore.
Yeah.
And,
They left 100 feet a while ago.
Yeah, and I need to make sure that he stays put,
Yeah.
I need to make sure that he doesn't leave and hurt anyone else.
Cool.
I'm aware that there's a Beatrice back there somewhere. I don't know where the fuck they went, but I'm aware that they're back there, so I'm kind of like I've slumped down to the ground, like instead of leaning against the wall, like settled into a sit, and I just prop the lantern up on my knee, ready to just blast anything that comes out that I don't like. I'm like,
You see that he's still, he still has the necklace for the fucking, ride, essentially, for the airship.
mm-hmm.
He has the keys. So your friends are going over to, I assume, put the detectives into the
Yes.
sky carriage. You realize, fuck, I don't have the keys. Do you head back, or do you
I'm
try to
gonna-
hail down a new cab?
No, I'm not taking these random injured people. I could fucking drive.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go back for the key. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna walk back towards the house,
Can't
hoping
we
this
just
can
outline
drop.
this thing? Not that we've done that before.
This is magic.
Magic. You can't hotwire magic. There's no wires.
Can I command the
It's not a
Drive it! Drive! Okay!
Tragically, not how the sky coaches work.
The
That
sky
is a
coaches-
hilarious idea. It could work on other vehicles, just not sky coaches.
I gotta try.
I'd probably look for the key for a second and then be like, alright, shit, everybody's stable, walk back towards the house to
He's
see
just
if
face planted. He's not resisting anymore.
he's fully just giving up on the ground.
Essentially, you've beaten him within 2 HP.
Is he holding it? The key?
It's in his pocket. It's just loose out onto the fucking
If I
floor.
can see it, I'm just gonna grab it out of his pocket
Cool.
and walk away.
Yep.
Hey, Rob,
Yeah.
1 second, real quick, thank you.
I need to collect evidence. Going through his pockets.
Investigation
You come
check.
back too? I just watched
I never left.
Like the
it's a natural
vultures.
18.
Natural 18, yeah. Fair enough. He's got coins in his pocket. He's got some nice, gems in there. You do see a second necklace within his pocket.
Okay.
Shaped in a little bit of a heart.
Oh, it's not even the first
Oh,
cab he's
he
robbed
died for
today.
his life.
It's got dragon shards in it.
Never mind.
I just wrote down necklace heart. That's all I wrote down. You
Yeah.
don't add the dragon. Because I mean, your character's tied to the dragon.
Mark.
Mark.
It's the dragon mark things. This is dragon shards. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
essentially batteries. Essentially.
Oh, okay.
It's how it powers up magic items.
Okay,
so
fine.
you can tell this is a magic item.
Cool. Okay.
Magic.
Yeah. So, right. So the only thing of importance that it's plenty, but it is that necklace. And I was looking at it, just be like evidence.
I wouldn't get up with that way you have when you just stay right where you are.
check, Robin.
A history check?
Oh.
Or Arcana.
Oh.
I have a feeling I
I'm
know.
kind of dumb. Well, no, I'm not dumb. I'm
Oh,
not dumb at all. I'm
this is
16
probably the thing that
intelligence.
got it. Oh my god.
The what?
This is the thing that corrupted him. Think about it. He deals in antiques. I already kind of pieced together that an antique has corrupted him. At least that's, I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, no. It's this is something else. It's something
No.
else. It's
Yeah.
something
Oh,
else. It's
God.
the next-
Oh, it's what you need.
It's
Yeah,
the next
oh,
one.
that's what I'm
If you,
Parapet of blue closure.
Yeah.
if you're
Dirty 20. Thank you, God.
Okay, that evidence is important. That evidence is
you gotta say something to me.
Adonis.
Yeah, bud.
Yeah. I'm just gonna Just tap on the ground. Necklace.
Well, how I see it is a member of the law just
mean me?
did all
You
that.
mean me, the member of the law?
Yeah.
Who needs that for actual evidence?
I have no problem giving it to you.
I'd very much appreciate it if you would set that on the ground, please.
I'm
Over
really
here,
anxious for
please.
all of a sudden here, Robin.
I take it out. I go to give it to him,
On the ground, please. Just.
and I drop it.
On the ground.
I will use my lantern and mage hand. Just
I step on it.
a swoop on the
mage
mage
hand?
hand.
On the necklace.
No. You just stomp on the necklace.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, stepping on it to break it, or stepping on, like, putting your foot on it to
If it breaks, it breaks.
Doesn't break.
Yeah, it's a magic item. It'd be very weird if it
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah.
And then I kick it over to you, and I go into the house.
There is still a...
Can I
If
insight
he's... Okay, are you on the coach with me? You've got...
You were bringing chorizo over.
Yeah. Cool. Those two are on with me. I've got all 3 detectives. I'm like, I see him walk back in the house. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Nah.
I'm taking these 3 to a hospital.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ruby's like, mission accomplished.
I'm like,
I solved the case.
I'm like, don't care what they're doing. I'm taking the detectives to a fucking hospital.
Sure thing. Adonis, what is your intention?
I'm gonna search the house. I'm a detective detecting.
Sounds good. In that case, I think it's a good time to end our session here with you guys
Yes.
flying off to a hospital to drop off the investigators. You essentially waiting for Jericho to come back with backup from Sharn Watch.
The
And
paddy
you
wagon.
detecting.
Being a detective, perhaps.
Of course.
Of course.
Absolutely.
I'm going with the Dawn Spot. I don't think I've left since we're carrying one person.
Well, no, once the combat ended, like,
Yeah.
and like Howard submitted, I looked at like the 3 people getting taken care of, and be like, not my problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you loaded them onto the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went to
Still buddy system. I'll still go with it.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just
After you
being
threw the
like this
detective on,
random
yeah.
person who was not supposed to be involved in our job at all, that we've just picked up.
Splice, you're with
Splice,
Ruby
you're,
on the. Okay.
We're just
part of this, I guess, now.
I'm with my
buddies.
friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so you two off
Yeah,
to the
because
hospital.
you all saw
You two are looting the
him.
house, and I'm just
Trying
sitting
to be
there
like, I'm gonna
watching
get you out of
Howard and waiting for the paddy wagon to take him away.
As I think that is where we will end our session, as congratulations, you have finished the first case.
Woo!
Congratulations, everyone levels up.
That's cause for
done it.
celebration. A case is a case is a case. That's beers after work. That's what I'm paid for. But a level up, a level up is where it's at.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
As
Feats everyone.
next session, I think will be good to do a little bit of downtime, a little bit of wrap up of this case. Also, you guys get to roll on some loot tables as you are just actively searching the house.
Oh.
I actually do think there might be evidence in the house.
Oh, probably.
no
But
doubt.
my job was the detectives, not Howard. And
Yeah.
I'm getting them
Yeah.
help.
Actually, mission completed. You
These
were like,
dudes
"And
are
this is
about
what's
to
going on,"
fucking
and I'm like,
kick it.
I'm watching the fucking dude with a melty hand.
Yeah.
You two sticky hands go search the house, but like, he's not dead. He's not incapacitated. He could easily get up and do
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And I'm like, don't do it.
Well, I also
don't
want
do
to
it.
know my thoughts for him.
Don't do it, Howard.
I want to know exactly what he thinks. We know what he thinks, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
And we can get into some of
Yeah.
those little wrap ups next session then.
Hell
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Warlock.
I'll take
Good
it.
job, everybody.
Good job, everyone. We did it.
Yeah.
GG's.
Wild.
Level
The
4.
white dice at first.
How did everyone feel about the session?
Good.
Oh, good.
This was a fun
He
encounter.
stabbed me with a tongue.
Yep.
Put it down.
Question mark?
Still debating.
I'm
I
working on it. I'm thinking about it.
theoretically, not him, but like in theory.
Theory stands.
2 second
Oh,
level
yeah.
spell slots. Excellent.
I use every single one of
An
my
additional cantrip.
I remembered that the
additional
cap
spells
existed
can
this
learn.
time, and I used it.
Nice.
Good job.
Woo!